Hey, how's it going? I am getting
Hey,
error code 1017.
that's crazy. As soon as we go.
Dude, as soon as we go, it says how to fix code error 1017 in Battlefront 2. Fantastic. Um,
Fantastic.
okay, issue is plaguing the EA servers. All right. It means that your device gets connected to a server that isn't in the optimal ping range. Ew. Delete your profile data. Game
Whoa.
data. Restart your console. Other ways to fix it. Uh, disconnect and then okay. All right. You can disconnect and you can reconnect. Let's try that. Um, this Starlink sometimes has funky ones. Like when we were playing Fortnite the other night, and we got connected to that crazy Asian server
Right.
where everybody had like the name of like a pet turtle.
Yeah, it
They
was
all look like variations of turtle names.
yeah, what I could not figure out why that happened. That was weird.
well ultimately the next morning when I went through all 300 behind the scenes Fortnite settings, I discovered that
You just had that server
yeah,
setting was toggled over
exactly.
there. Yeah.
Exactly. And I was able to kind of switch it back. All right, please connect. I will have to reinvite you to my little group here.
Yeah.
Dude, we got Cal on the phone too. What's up,
Oh
Kalen?
yeah. He's on the phone?
Oh, he's on the audio with us. He's in the stream live. Okay, you're on the chat. His what's up? I think if you want to unmute yourself, you can also talk live on the stream, buddy, if you want to.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Hey.
I thought you guys were on like a Microsoft party or something, or PlayStation chat.
Oh,
Oh.
no, we have something so much better than that.
No.
Here comes your invite, Pete.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing shit at work, and I was like, all right. I was
Nice.
watching some YouTubers stream anyways.
Love it. Nice to have you on. You're basically going to hear a lot of gun shooting and stuff. I imagine it'd be pretty hard to concentrate on anything else.
Oh, I said what's up wrong. What's up?
Oh no, we have the same error code again. Okay, that's not good. All right.
That's not good.
All right, we're gonna have to delete our profile. Delete your profile. Navigate to settings.
That doesn't sound right.
Deleting your profile. I hope that isn't like. Okay. You can also disconnect and reconnect, which we've already done. Maybe disconnect, reboot, reconnect. Ugh. Okay. All right. I'm gonna reboot this thing. La 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 la. Excellent.
La 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 la
Dude.
la. Well, I'm gonna finally be able to do all these upgrades. I've never sat down and.
Yeah.
Like
what are you working through there? I've got a few minutes here. I can maybe offer some tips. What are you working on?
I've got 17 more points to upgrade the Enforcer. Acquisition, battle hardened, expert weapons handling, Enforcer training. Which ones do I upgrade all the way?
Yeah. Okay, so what levels do you have
Just
here?
for Enforcer.
All right.
Just for the Enforcer class.
What cards we have options here for? I forgot what I did. I did it so long ago. Yeah, go back into Enforcer. Let's see if you can see what upgrades you got going on there.
Yeah. Survivalist.
Mm-hmm.
Defeated enemy. Anemone. Anemone. Max health
See anemone.
increase.
Okay, what is that one? That one's
max health increased.
Okay, max health increase is going to be. That's critical. Push that one up as many levels as you can. Max health,
Right.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're never going to not want health in a battle, right?
Right. Yeah. It's the easy one.
It's an easy one.
Easy one.
It's an easy one. Alright, I'm going to. Oh, Sir Walcott has a party. I'm going to join that party. And I am also going to go back into Battlefront with you.
Kalen, they got you working on the week after Christmas? Or are you just chilling at the moment?
It's probably funky because we've got a chat interface for Kalen, and we also got the sound interface.
Yeah.
It is cool though. Have someone else riding shotgun here in the Star Destroyer as we're out like doing donuts on the lawn.
Right. Doing donuts on the lawn in front of the White House.
That would make a really good AI image. A Star Destroyer doing donuts on the lawn of the White House. I'm gonna make that. And then it's like you'd have to teach it about what doing donuts means, which means you're plowing into the dirt, you're carving a thing, not just like eating pastries.
Ooh, acquisitions.
Okay.
Enemies dealing damage to you will be temporarily marked for easy retaliation.
Okay, what are the other ones? Go. Okay, what? Yeah. Okay, go back for a second. Okay, acquisition. What's the next one?
I got survivalist, and I pushed that one all the way up to fastest regen.
That's perfect.
Max health.
And max
then
health. Perfect.
This survivalist is. I want to unequip this.
What's enforcer training there?
Enforcer training. Everyone you kill, you get more health. Small amount of health gains for a defeated enemy.
I don't think I use that one.
Yeah.
I think I use the because it's just like. Yeah. Go ahead. I think there's some better options. What's the other one there?
Spot duration, 6 seconds.
Acquisition is where you can see who's shooting at you or whatever.
You're able to keep your middle ability active for longer. Middle ability
active for longer. Makes sense.
Like the double trigger, or I'm trying to. What's the middle ability?
So like you'll have 3 abilities as a special class, and there's like left, right, and then the one that you have to press both buttons to get.
Buttons, yeah. Okay.
Alright, so I don't know if you guys have TikTok or not, but there's this pastor that's on TikTok, and every week he's telling his congregation about his lavish spending. And I mean, it's I'm telling you, man.
Wait. As a joke, or he like thinks that's a good idea?
He's talking. He said, "Man, this ministry, since I've been here 45 years. This ministry has brought in $300 million." And he's like, "I just bought a jet the other day," and he's like, "Y'all won't believe it. It's the finest jet y'all ever." He's talking to these people.
Whoa.
Wow, that is crazy. The finest jet. Yo, they call that the prosperity gospel, right?
Yeah, they call it prosperity.
Yeah. That is crazy to me. As a minister, it's like, you're not really, it's just, this is why whenever I do ministry stuff, I always leave money out of it. Like I never ask for donations. I don't pass the hat. But you got to be smart, right? You've got to you don't want to build a building. The moment you have bricks and mortar as a church, you're screwed. Because you've got to, now everybody's got to pay their house mortgage, and then they all got to pay a little bit to have like this other building that's this other mortgage. And then that's harsh. And also full-time ministers and staff, and just like, hey, we got the secretary, we got to like keep employed. I mean, anytime you sort of start weighing up on the roles and positions and the head count, you got to like have an income stream. And it's kind of weird to me to make an income stream out of people's faith.
Yeah. Right.
Although a nice church that has a cool facility and is like mostly social, you're kind of paying for a social club in a certain way.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think to me that's acceptable. Like if there's like, it's like, hey, you're gonna come here, you're gonna use the facilities, you're gonna hang out with all these nice people, we're gonna make you breakfast 4 times a month or whatever. Like there's some fee associated with that. Yeah. But I also think it gets boring because I'm just talking a ton, you guys. But so shut me up. But like yeah, so once you get a bunch of people in a room, and some of them have jobs and some of them are just volunteering or whatever, they sort of form into a hierarchy. And then it's like you get to, and so now instead of just like going to a place and experiencing God or love or connection to the infinite, now you sort of go to that place and a lot of your experience is mediated through where in this hierarchy you are, like the minister's experience is a lot different than the lowliest janitory kind of human who just comes in like once a month or something like that, who's a member of the congregation. It's like honestly, in a lot of ways, the old Buddhists would say that the janitor is a little more lucky because he's less encumbered, and so when he goes to God, when he goes to the source and the infinite, he's going to have less on his heart than the minister is, who's buying private jets or whatever. Yeah. That social dimension of church is like, it's a wild thing. It's like it's kind of like what you would go to church for. You would like go to church for the social dimension, and then a good church, you'd have some kind of connection to the spirit too, and you get both. But yeah, don't most churches devolve into just the first one? It's like, hey, here's another hierarchy you can join and pay for.
Mm-hmm. Seems
who's been to a good church service lately? Anyone been to a good one, like a good, warm, awesome, like one that opened your heart and got you screaming about the future, and you're just like, it's all good. Like
if you talk about the whole service, but haven't been to one that left me like that, because I cannot get over when they start like the prayer to ask for money. Like the offering time.
Yeah, the offering.
It's always just the most awkward thing, and like the most because like people everyone in the congregation takes turns to ask for money, pretty much. Not necessarily, or all the elders take turns, but then it's just like this. It's like, we got this. We're this far along in the budget. We need this much more. Please write your checks. Thank you.
I know. Hey, we're just gonna mastermind our business plan here with you. You guys are all the inputs. Let us talk about some of these outputs over here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
No. This is why a lot of monasteries throughout time, when a bunch of guys, it was mostly guys, but nuns had convents that did the same thing. But like, you're in a monastery, and you get a bunch of guys together, and it's like, what do they really want to do? It's like, we want to spend more time in prayer. Like, we want to spend more time with God, more time with nature, more time just like reflecting on the infinite. That's our MO here. And so it's like, okay, but we've also got to like run these church services for this local little community here, and we got to take care of these people. And it's like, okay, we got some of those responsibilities. That's why they almost always came up with a job for themselves. Like, they would raise bees and sell honey, or they would oh, here you go. God, Peter, we're back. I'm back with you. Here we go. Okay, got it. Inviting you. Dear God. Here it comes. But anyway, yeah, some of the best ones are like, they'd make beer, or they'd make I found this one that made lavender. They'd make lavender extracts. And so then you're basically, as a monk, you're kind of going to work in the day, and you're actually producing something useful for your community. You're selling it, and that's the money that you use to buy rice and beans to pay for your robes, so you can have more time with God. So, but you were saying, Kalen? Yeah, go ahead.
Switching over to delay.
Fuck yeah, it's working.
You're switching the mic audio for a
no problem.
But there's testimony. Listen to this thing.
Testimony. Did you say testimony or testing on it?
I'm gonna get all kind of crazy. The jewelry costs more in your house.
It costs more in your house.
It's glitching for me. The audio's dropping in.
I know.
And out.
Kalen, are you trying to play that? Are you trying to play that minister? You're getting some audio through there.
Yeah, I'm playing him.
Let's hear him. Let's hear him.
He said, "I've got jewelry."
I've got jewelry, dude. Big party foul to talk about your jewelry at the podium.
At the podium. God likes it when I bling for him.
Listen, I got such a fat ego, it's so heavy, I gotta adorn it with glittery shit, otherwise it gets ugly.
Right? Oh my god.
So anyway, I got the best I got the best bling to hide my ego, my pompous ego. No, go ahead, Caleb. We're just trashing this dude.
No, I mean, he's like in his whatever.
Yeah.
And he's even more.
He's
made his money. His money.
Yeah.
I was gonna my business model church. I would build the church funded outside of the people in I love. Like, I definitely understand that. You should pay some dues. That was that.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like the whole like you get up there budget, how far along we are catching the Holy Ghost. Here comes the offer.
Yeah. Well, listen, if you can actually get the Holy Ghost to show up at your church service, you can get a lot of shit done. Like if people are actually excited, like they've just gone to like a rock concert and they're losing their minds and they're in their Sunday best, like that's good. That's a real good thing. And that's actually would make it why people would want to go, you know? like that's the good part of church.
Yeah, going there for to revel in the Holy Spirit together. That's
yes.
The point.
That's the point. That's the reason I go to concerts with all the heathens. You know, we're all dancing our asses off. They
find the Holy Spirit.
They do, and they have no idea. There's like, you guys is very church-like, and they're like, no, it's not. We're at a concert. We're atheists. We just like this collective vibration when we leave our small view and become one with the larger view. It's like, yeah, it's called ecstasy. It's awesome, right? I honestly, pound for pound, Galen, the black church in America delivers the spirit like so regularly. Like go ahead.
I know exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Holy, they catch.
Some of the mentors that like encouraged me to do the greatest things spiritually. Oh, hold on.
It should be a small matter to wipe out the pitiful rebel defenders here.
I'm gonna turn down my volume here a little bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, for gosh sakes, finally we got this thing rolling.
Yeah.
But anyway, all of them grew up in the black church. Like, love the format.
Destroy the rebels there.
I feel lucky anytime I get invited to like a real church service. You know, with like a good.
To the barbecue.
I'm gonna turn you up here a little bit, Kalen, so I can hear you a little better.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You good? To barbecues too.
Your audio is still glitching, Kalen. It's making me.
It's kind of. I was gonna ask you, Peter. Is it cutting in for you too? Cutting in out?
It's cutting.
Okay. You're saying some cool shit. I can tell, Kalen.
Yeah. And I'm following. It's just hard. To follow.
No, I think. Yeah, you sound good, man.
Oh, I got wrecked.
Volume-wise, you sound great.
No.
No. Go ahead. We're goofing. You're gonna hear a lot of nonsense now. Whoa! I just need to flip over a building.
Get invited to the barbecue. Experiencing that.
I can run a soundboard. I can run a soundboard like no one's business. I can run a light board. I'm pretty good on the tech side. Like if I found like a regular community that was like, hey man, all we need is someone to run the mics, I'd be like, I can run these mics.
Yeah. Hang out and do that. Easy.
I'll do it for free, dude.
If you have the Holy Spirit.
I can hear today. Hey, ever see next year?
Oh man, Kalen, I want to hear what you're saying, man. It's cutting out. You go. You be at work. I think you said you were at work. You be at work first, for sure. That's most important.
Hey, can you hear me now?
You sound good. Volume-wise, you sound good. It's just it might just be your data connection or something.
Yeah, I'm connected to the company's Wi-Fi.
That might be the issue.
Yeah.
But dude, don't let us keep you from your responsibilities.
No, man, I'm just here because I don't want to burn any vacation. I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'd be a good week to get a lot of things done.
Yeah.
That's what I like working with other people who are out of town. It's like no distractions.
True.
Dude, we capped this one. We got this one.
Yep,
all right. Nice.
Unidentified rebel commander
Just for fun. I'm gonna invite these other two cats.
Our initial attack has gone
Dude, this
well,
is like the old days, Peter, when we would have like 2 hours of tech. We'd have 2 hours of tech issues before we got live.
Yeah, pretty much. We had 30 minutes and we did it live too.
We broadcast our tech problem. It was weird because we
upgraded
literally
to broadcasting it.
I literally had like 100-point checklist, and I crossed off the first 99 things, and the last thing was go live, and then I was like, and then it's like, and then that's the moment the server goes down. It's like, what? Yeah, it's kind of a Holy Spirit thing to get this going, honestly.
It is.
Real-time interaction over electrons at a distance.
But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You talk about the black church, man. Yeah, no, man, the Holy Ghost is jumping off the wall.
Yeah. I think that there's the black church has there's an immediacy in the moment with the Spirit being present like that, and there's a performance aspect, like a live performance aspect of it that you just can't fake. In the same way you can't fake a good sax solo or something, you know? You're playing an instrument and you suck at playing an instrument. Everyone knows you suck at playing that instrument, right? I think it's the same kind of dynamic when you have a live spiritual event like that, you know, people are in the moment and they're experiencing a heightened, an altered state. You know, you're.
Definitely.
I had a white mentor named Bradford Keeney who was highly revered in the black church. He's still around. He's like 85 years old. He's getting a little old, getting a little long in the tooth, but still probably cool, 10 times cooler than I am, honestly. And he had the experience of being called to many different churches around the world, and he would just show up and go to, you know, pray with people, and he would be invited into their processes. You know, once the people he was praying with kind of figured out he was pretty cool and kind of with them in the moment, he would sort of get invited to stay and take on positions and things like this. And this happened to him over and over. It happened to him with the black church, but also many different churches around the world. Lots of like smaller kind of indigenous kind of groups and things like this. Right. Dude, but the way he will talk about the black church and its connection to Spirit, it's like he's like the biggest fan. I mean, the biggest fan's not even the right word. He's really in it. That was the way that it was explained to me most cogently. Just the living nature of the service and the and just like the immediate connection, kind of like in the moment. I'm capping on A, and anyway, the way that he celebrated God was very similar to that. He brought a lot. I guess in the black church, the organist, the person who plays the organ, is many times paid more than the minister, because the organist is the one who keeps the actual community going, like during the service.
Damn,
yeah. Like the keyboard, like they will pay $150 a year for a keyboard player. They will pay $45 a year for a minister. You know what I'm saying? As a group, or whatever. It's totally, and also the values are different, right? The values are not this guy's in charge. The values are who can keep this beat. Who can keep us in the Spirit the longest? You know, who can keep that keyboard solo going for 8 minutes? You know, whatever. Like, I just love it because it's
I definitely understand. Yeah, the struggle there. Now, me personally, I don't understand the black church, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also because of vibration and rhythm, right? It's like if your church service is about vibration and rhythm, you can tell when something's in time and you can tell when something's out of time. And if something's out of time, it's discordant. It doesn't work. It's not real. You know, it's like it's fake. And if something's in time, it's, you know, it's with the Spirit. It feels good. It's resonant. And I think that's the kind of this, to me, that's kind of that little, there's like a little secret in there about that. Like you're going to have a much more living, useful, realized church service if it's more based on rhythm, because it's just kind of a check on everybody's nervous systems. Like if you're in the Spirit with everybody, you're moving to that rhythm, right? And if you're not, you're just a stick in the mud. You're sitting in the back, you're dragging the whole group down. You just can't. If you're in a traditional, more of a dead kind of less life force energy church service,
some sort of tradition
Yeah. Like you could phone it in half asleep, like, and no one would notice if you were fucking high as shit or if you were not, you know, or whatever. You know, it's like it just wouldn't make a difference. Yes. I think that's one of the things we're seeing in the world is that people are requiring things to be real, and so that's a real problem with the churches and the church services. It's like if you've got a dead church service, what transformative effect are you actually having on people? You know, if there's not a real presence of spirit in what you're saying or doing, like what
that really
is
feeds
what?
that Pentecostal faith, man. They're in there jumping and falling out.
Yeah.
That's why those average pastors are driving those voices and everything. It's all prosperity.
Yeah, the prosperity gospel. I mean, I'm okay with people being rich or making money. It's like there's no problem being wealthy. It's just yo, when that power source gets close to cash and it gets close to God, it just tends to one wins. You know, one tends to win. I think it's a harder spiritual road to hoe to try to integrate money and God than just getting some God in there, you know?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, you got to be a master of two things now.
Money is such a. It means too many things and nothing at the same time. You know, it's just
and it's very corruptible. It's very corruptible. Yeah. I mean, money is the root of all evil. There's a reason why that's been around since like we've had language. but it's corrupt. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be bad. It just means that if you're gonna have money, you're gonna have to do some work to elevate that money so it doesn't, you know, just reach its lowest common denominator, which is pretty low. You know. Yeah, and so like if you've got a church that's like good financially, and you know, that means that someone is a master of the Spirit and God to make a church service that, you know, people want to attend and like they get closer to God through. That's masterful. But then you've also got to be a master of cash. Like pick a lane, dude. Yeah. Go on, Cal. You were saying? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, your comment with money, blue volume. It's the love of money that is the blue volume.
There you go.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Oh, we got a bunch of people over here.
Dude, I'm gonna try to make a sound adjustment here. I'm gonna turn down my sound even more far. Okay, there we go.
You're all good, boss, man.
No, man, you're good. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you better. I turned down my shotgun sounds better. Good.
Bishops, pastors, ministers, all those guys that get you feeling the Holy Ghost, they have what's called a spiritual gift. And, you know, they can get those vibrations and things moving.
Yes.
And that's how you know you have a successful church, if you got a minister that has that gift.
That's right. You can build a community around that. You can do that.
Oh yeah, they don't have that.
Do you think, Cal? Do you think that's similar to the way like rock stars have a community?
Oh, yeah,
I mean, it's not the same, but
you have those forces, those what you call ecstasy feelings. Those forces.
Yeah.
If you're feeling it, if you're vibing it, you know, it's there. I like this. I like it. That's it. You know, when you listen to that song, you hear that long ass guitar solo. You're like, you know what? This is it. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on.
Yeah. Dude, I heard. I caught about half of what you were saying. I just boosted your volume again.
Oh, you're good. Those vibrations, man, those patterns, because that's what we are. We're seeking that frequency that we like.
That's right.
That was satisfying to us.
I think the real spiritual masters do that, and the vibration that they tune everybody to is God. Like the way they experience God, they bring everybody into it. You know. And then if they're an artist, they broadcast that signal to other people.
Oh, yeah,
they just get the vibration.
That's what you were saying with the rock stars. Bingo, right there. Boom. So
yes.
You get one of those long ass guitar solos, and you're like, okay.
That's right. You're taking people to a place. You're taking them somewhere spiritually.
Right. On a
like
journey.
Because spirit. That's like saying spirit is like vibration. You know, like this vibrational. Okay, so maybe heaven is a state of consciousness in addition to being a place that you could experience. Right. You know, through some spiritual body or something. What's that song? Ooh, baby, do you know what's worth? We'll make heaven a place on earth. it's like a fucking 80s song, but it's the best.
You're talking about Blue Ridge Heaven. Blue Ridge Heaven? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's if you are in a state of love and you can transmit that to another person, and you're doing it with ink or paint, you're an artist. If you're standing in front of a group of people, you're a performer. If you're in a church, that means you're a minister. You know, like it's a continuum of the same kind of stuff, and that
being
actually
in a state of love and then being able to translate that.
Yeah,
but that's
spread
the
it around.
Ingredient right there. You gotta have the love.
You have to be in that state in order to create it and bring anyone else there.
I was telling everybody about that when he said the root of evil was money. No, it's the love of money. So you got the love.
There you go.
Yeah,
there
that's
you go.
like a distraction.
That's a good distinction. That's a good distinction.
Yeah. You got that key component of love. You know, you love this atmosphere, this environment, this rhythm. Boom. I mean, that's all it is, man. It's love. That is, and that's what is that compound made of? It's his whole purpose is love. So I was like, if you get that ingredient right, if you get people to love something, you fucking won.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's kind of a crazy form of marketing, right? People talk. Yeah. I mean, the craziest forms of marketing are the ones that try to subsume the God position, like but they do it all the time. Apple does that shit. I feel like.
If you convince someone to love it, you're vibing.
Yeah, you've replaced the social religious function for another human, and they will be there forever.
Your brain innately does it. It's a chemical compound, I believe.
Because we need it.
Dopamine.
Yeah. I think we need community. We need each other, right? We need groups like that, right? And so if you don't have it, the next thing that comes along will replace it. Dude, isn't that kind of an evil? It's kind of an evil.
Geniuses.
Dude, we're happy to have you here. And that's kind of, I think, the evil of religion going away. So I don't think you can blame one thing for it, but the reason why people don't go to church is because church sucks. Like, let's just be honest. Like if church was super fucking fun and good and powerful and ecstatic and awesome, you couldn't keep people away from it.
Right.
Well, you've got a lot of them that weren't actually called that are doing it, and that's why it's failing. Because, like I said, they don't have that key component of the love.
That's right.
All the motives that will eventually show you.
And they might have the techniques of religion, but they don't have the actual connection to God and love. Yeah.
They said many should not desire to teach. Is one of the verses that I've read. It's all good.
Say it again. Say that again.
I said, many should not desire to teach.
That makes sense.
Many should not desire to teach. You're holding at a higher standard.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's 100% right. You are held to a higher standard when you're in charge.
Yeah.
It's not. And your church and your community is not your little piggy bank to buy bling, but
No, right. See, all those pastors, we're gonna have to test it.
That's right. Here's the point. There is a God. There is real love. There is karma, and it all comes around, dude. No one's getting off scot-free. Like no one's pulling that off.
That's one of my favorite things. When a good pastor of mine would tell me that all the time. He said, "Nobody gets away with nothing."
That's exactly right. Oh, they got us. We put up a huge, awesome fight there, but they got us.
I didn't realize we were that close.
You guys were killing. Paul, your screen is actually frozen for me. Peter's over here chillaxing with his arm up. But
I think if you leave and come back, it resets, but it's no big deal. We can hear you and you can hear us, so that's all we need.
You guys gonna boot me, man?
No, we're not gonna boot you.
No, we can't boot you. You have the link and signal.
We'd
have to
That's right.
scrap the whole stream.
To reboot the restream server would take a true act of God. When that goes down, it all goes down.
Yeah, you got the link to the stream.
You guys aren't one of those like DDoSers or have one of those botnets?
No.
We're not popular enough yet.
I used to hate that shit, man. I'd be playing around Christmas past, boot the servers offline or something. Yeah. Like,
I worked as an
yeah.
Xbox customer support rep for a minute, and those were the calls you got. Were like it was the pre-SWAT call. Like someone was at such a rage level because someone got their IP address and
Oh,
DDoSed
yeah.
them. And I
It's
keep
like,
reminding people, I'm
VPN.
dude, that's it, and something that rotates, and yeah, those were some really. There's only 2 calls you got at Xbox. It was moms who were like, I just bought this thing, I don't know how to set it up for my kids. Those were sweet calls because those were sweet humans, and the other ones were someone left a poor 13-year-old in a basement and gave him a stack of Mountain Dew, and he hasn't seen daylight in years, and he's there just like quit raging on Call of Duty, and I'm like those are the 2 calls you would get.
No, whenever I would call Xbox, man, it would always be.
Yeah!
But, yeah, that's what I own. I own an Xbox. You guys are on that PlayStation crap.
Dude, I left Microsoft and I quit being an Xbox support agent on December 23rd, 2000 and fucking what was it? 13. And the reason I quit is because I was working for Xbox, and I was at that point I was a manager. I was a manager of a group of 45 customer service reps, and it was a truly distributed thing. Like all of those customer service reps, they'd work in their pajamas from home, and it was very tricky to motivate all 45 of them to actually get on the phone and put down whatever chai drink they had and to actually to take some calls, because at the end of the day they were talking to teenagers about their Call of Duty scores, so it didn't really feel like it was the end of the world if you had another chai latte. It was like, and I was like, you had to I always had to appeal to people's desire to do something bigger and better, just cause, not because there was a real good reason to.
You were allowing them to envision that greater good.
Yeah, like, hey guys, this is about our character.
Like, hey,
we're
get
here.
a paycheck to be here.
That's right. So do it well. Don't do it well for them. Do it well for you. Be awesome for you. Like, if it was a religious setting, I'd be like, do it for God. Don't do it for don't do it for whatever reason.
Understand. Yeah.
And humans are mercurial. They're terrible. They change their minds every 20 minutes. They are not the foundation to build your house on. Actual love and actual connection to God is. You can build a house on that shit. The rest of it's sand. But anyway, go ahead, Cal.
You're absolutely right. In the book of Psalms, it says, "Unless the Lord builds the home, you shall labor in vain."
Labor in vain. I think about that in terms of my heart. If my heart
building the home,
the home.
But that's that's an interesting metaphor. Because you don't have like a home in a workplace environment, but you can have community that feels.
Well, what I translate that to be, there's guys with masters that decide the word, but man, I'll tell you, that's what it is. Supernatural guidance, allow faith.
I can't hear you. Are you speaking into the mic?
Dude, Cal, what you're saying sounds amazing. I would love to understand what you're saying.
That.
I can tell by your tone that it's awesome.
Yeah, this
sounds serious.
I know, right?
This strange guy.
We need to we need to get you on an actual microphone headset. Rather, it's probably just the phone because it's running through a browser. It's like the cheesiest.
What's
thing
your
imaginable.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. We are actually pretty wired into this thing right now, in terms of like our sound audio.
I can pump him through Discord into this.
No, that's be perfect.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
Are we?
Yeah, because this software sucks for this.
Because I can just add an input to the stream and connect.
I forget you guys are wizards.
We're trying out here.
Dude, I've owned this MacBook for like 3 years. I learned something new about it every day.
Kalen, are we friends?
Are we friends? It's a metaphysical question.
On Discord? It's a meta question. Are we friends on this?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't
do
know.
Hey, Kayla, do you know me? Do you really know me?
No, bro.
I've only been to your house.
do you like know my soul, dude?
Alright, I'm gonna send it to you. Let's see.
Yeah, I've only been to your house.
These are jokes, dude. These are all jokes.
Here, that's my
Yeah,
Discord
no.
handle. Add me. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah. Hot spot.
This is awesome. This is a great level. I love this level, dude. I love this level. This is getting fun. It's getting fun. Here we go.
You guys doing Xbox? I'm gonna get the invitation.
I'm gonna finish my Xbox story here. Okay, so
Yeah.
I was customer support for Xbox when it was 360, and they had a manual that they gave us of like the call it 90 things that are fucking wrong with Xbox 360, right? It can break like this, and when it does, do this. It can break like this, and when it does, do this. For more than a year, I had Xbox engineers telling us that don't worry, when the Xbox One comes out, it's not gonna do all this bullshit. We're gonna fix it. When we release Xbox One, it's gonna work really good, and it's gonna fix all these issues. And we're like, thank God, because these are some bullshit issues. And they're like, yeah, we're not fixing anything else on the 360. We're gonna only work on the One. And it was like, all right, well, I'm with you. So I was managing a group of 45, and Xbox support reps, and so this is what I was selling them on. I was like, you guys, I know this is bullshit, but like if we can get through this,
It'll get better.
It'll get better, because the One's gonna phase in, and why would you make a new console with the exact same problems as the old console? That doesn't make any sense. But that's exactly what they did. December 23rd, they sent us the new manual of all the shit that was wrong with the one day before there was the launch, and it was the same list. They basically built the One on top of the 360, and they did not correct their problems. And I called up my boss, and I was like, this is complete bullshit, right? And she was like, yeah, but we're just gonna do it. And I'm like, sorry, not me, not anymore. Like
Not me.
I'm out of here. I'm like, yeah, have fun telling my team how wonderful they are, because I'm good at that. Like, so
Yeah.
you're gonna imagine the next Joker you get in to fill my position is not gonna be as awesome. So fuck you all. So anyway, whatever. Anyway, I quit. And I was up on December 23rd, like winter solstice, pre-Christmas, and I was up till like 3 in the morning trying to take care of all these issues. I'd worked like 12, 18 hours, God knows. Hey, Richard Monk. May the core be with you, buddy. We've got Richard Monk on here, buddy. Let's check in, buddy. I'm using the word buddy a lot.
Alright.
Anyway, so I left my house pre-dawn, and I went out, and I had just moved to a new place in Colorado, and I didn't really know it that well. So I got in my car and I drove away from my house, and I was looking for a place to just be in nature, to just like reflect. And I found this beautiful, beautiful park that was like right in front of the mountains. And I walked up into the mountains, and I just like got real quiet, and sort of just sat there with God and kind of decided what I was going to do next. And I was like, I am going to go full tilt into being a teacher starting now. And that's what I did for the next 10 years. I was a teacher.
Ah.
Yeah. It all started with that
Customer
Xbox
service to
situation.
teaching.
It's very similar. Very
Yeah.
similar skill set.
I think so.
Yeah. Customer's always right in both cases. Pretty much. Like you can't teach someone something by telling them they're wrong. You have to tell them
Right.
they're not quite 100% right. They're not all wrong.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's so true. I went to I was getting the boots that I'm wearing right now. I went and got them last week, and the guy, as I walk into the store to buy them, I'm like asking questions. Ask a
Yeah.
question. First answer, no.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you can't buy this online. You can't buy that model. It was just like, no. I got so frustrated. I like looked at him. I was
Yeah.
like, for 3 out of 3 of my questions have been no, you're wrong. since I've walked into your store. How am I like?
How should I feel about that?
You tell me how it works here. All right? Like what the
fuck? So funny, so crazy. You guys, I'm gonna cut it away for a cutaway here. Here we go. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Bet.
Alright, disengaging hyperspace. We like C on this one. Dude, Richard Monk, nice to have you on board here, brother.
Welcome to the ship.
Yeah, absolutement. Yes, we were talking about the beauty of Colorado. Oh my god, it's just next level. It's next level how beautiful it is here. I mean, I literally think of the beauty as a thing, as a person, like as a being. Like it takes my breath away all the time, and it has the same it has the effect on me. It has a stronger effect on me than most people I interact with. like because it can just like change my perspective like really fast. Like if I'm stressed out and I go out on my porch and I just stare at the mountains and just the size of what I'm seeing, you know, just the bowl of life that is between those two mountains. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to me how it's stunningly beautiful, and you get stunned. It literally knocks it takes your breath away. It knocks you out. It puts you back on your heels, and it forces you to kind of deal with it. And honestly, I can't. There's just certain behaviors I can't have when I'm in the presence of that much beauty. Like if I'm standing in front of a beautiful set of mountains,
right.
I think about that when I'm talking and thinking and being. It's like I can't do anything ugly in front of all this beauty.
Forced into appreciation.
Yes, 100%. It's a hack. It's a total hack.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, Caitlin, hop in the. I sent the invite to my personal Discord server that I don't really use, but in there's a meeting room and you can join that, and then we can pump audio from the voice chat into.
What's the meeting room?
The stream.
What's
Meeting
it
room
called?
1. Neuronova project.
I must not accept it.
What's up, Sean?
There's any restrictions. Oh, maybe just go to Hangout.
Yeah, we're gonna answer all those questions. Here you go, brother. Sean.
Voice channel.
Sean, I'm sending you new invites.
Oh, there it is.
And there you go, my friend.
Hello.
Boom, boom. There's all kinds of new beeps in here.
Hey.
I love these.
Yeah, can you hear me?
You sound good.
I hear you pretty good. I don't know if I'm hearing you in.
I'm gonna mute you. I'm muting you on the server. Go ahead. Keep talking, Kalen.
What's up?
Okay. We can't hear you on the server. It's kind of
I
jumpy.
can keep talking. Say test a bunch of times.
Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, that's
Can you hear
Discord,
him,
dude.
Paul?
Yeah, he sounds great. You
Yeah,
sound great.
perfect.
I wonder if he can hear me.
Yeah, I know.
Can you hear us? I think I got the settings right to push it back into Discord.
I love
I'm
it.
not sure.
I can hear myself on my laptop.
Good.
How does
Oh,
that
because
work?
then now you're hearing yourself through the stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, right. Because that's probably how you're hearing us, is through the stream. Right. You just have to keep that. That's actually a decent way to do it if you can't hear us through the Discord. It would be to hear us through that stream. I'm capping on A.
That's all good.
Dude, you sound great.
You should be able to
I
just
forgot
chill
to
in
turn the top.
Discord.
Where was that?
Or what you
Well,
want.
I'm gonna turn you. You should turn it. You should turn off your connection to the restream server. Dude, it's Christmas time. Sean, we're up early celebrating the holidays. A lot of us have a little bit of time off from work this week. Not everybody, but basically, yeah, we're all 9 to 5ers, and this is a day off for a lot of us. So we're having some fun.
9 to 5ers.
Sipping some
you
coffee.
I'm like 8 to 9.
I'm honestly not a 9 to 5er. Sorry.
I'm like a 4:30 a.m. till 10 p.m.
You are.
If I'm
If we're honest,
I kind of work like a 12-hour day is like a short day for me. Oh, I eclipsed that 9 to 5.
Animal.
I eat 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is my mid-afternoon snack. No, I like to work. I'm a workaholic. I like to work. I basically get really high off the flow state that I get from work, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
There is nothing like the flow state of when you're super focused and you're applied and you're working hard, and like I will just go where that happens, honestly. But if dude, I had the longest flow state of my life.
Really?
Right before, weekend before Christmas break.
Oh, yeah, you were coding some stuff or something. Some new servers.
Hey Sean, all good in the hood. If you can join us, that's great. We're just happy to have you. You're so cool. You can do whatever you want, brother. All right. No. I did a 23-hour flow state. I'm usually getting distracted by the help desk responsibilities that I have at work, and so I usually get interrupted a lot. And interruptions are the death of flow state, right? That's how you kill a flow state, is you get interrupted. And I turned off every channel at work, and then I had this one project in front of me that was like 30 hours I needed to do. And I knocked out like 23 of the hours, and then I slept for 4 hours, and I knocked out the other 7, and then I got it done. And the chemistry that my brain released to make 23 hours useful in a row like that, and then the reward that it gave me, I could do all the heroin in the world, and I'm never getting anything like that. like not even touching it close. Like no one will ever convince me that there's a higher high than that, because it is literally the high that nature gave you to keep your people alive.
Right,
when
and
you
to be
run
productive.
Yeah, exactly. It's productive. You can't be doing bullshit. It's got to be something productive, right? It's got to
like
be,
part
and
of
you have to
the equation.
believe it's productive. Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
dude,
Kalen,
it was like God.
you experimented it. You know, flow states.
Flow states.
Do you know what we're talking about when we say flow states?
No, sir.
No,
Elaborate.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Light him up, Peter.
Flow states. So I like to. I don't know how best to start talking about flow states. I just know what they are personally. I started learning about flow states in college when I was artificially inducing flow states with drugs.
Yep.
But then also incorporating like what time of the day, figuring out what time of the day was best to take the drugs, and what's like based off of my classes, and like getting up early and having enough time to get into it.
Oh, Peter, you're there. You go. You're good.
Anyway.
No, I'm still in Discord.
You're good. Sorry, your audio cut out, but now you're good.
Oh, weird. Alright, and then, blanket.
No, you're dude. Okay, so there. Okay, so that is awesome, and it's cool that like a drug was like a shotgun like part of the equation there.
Well, it was just my fear of the drugs, me taking them seriously, and then
yeah. It's coffee. Caffeine is a drug, and a lot of people use caffeine to get in a flow state. Like, a lot of people use I don't use caffeine to get in a flow state. A lot of people do.
Got that Yoda.
I saw you get that Yoda.
Got that Yoda.
I wish you could.
I'm about to eat a grenade. Take it for the team.
All right, Sean. That sounds awesome. Lurk away, buddy. Fun.
Oh, he's on the.
Yes.
He's like chatting on.
Okay, so flow state. If there was a drug that caused a flow state, it would be the most popular drug in all creation. But there isn't. You can sort of supplement in certain ways, but it's a naturally occurring state that the brain produces when you are focused on something that is just slightly harder than you've ever done. So it can't be rote. It can't be something you've done a million times and you can just dial it in. That doesn't produce it. It has to be just slightly more than you've given in the past. And it has to be focused. You have to actually be like heads down in it. And your brain produces a set of chemistry, and it's a consciousness really that's associated with it. But there's chemistry that they can detect in actual blood draw, and that chemistry changes time. It makes
your perception of time.
That's how you know you're really in one. Is when like 4 hours just disappear and you just like were heads down in something and you just got you're just like, wait, how much time went by? Time stops being the measure, and what you can do is it's kind of like that movie Limitless, when he takes that pill in Limitless and he can just think. That's how it is. Your brain opens up and it gives you access to shit you would have normally never had access to, that's only accessible in the flow state, and you have more mental resources available to get this all done. Someone got me with a grenade, like, on this thing. But anyway, and there's a guy who his name's Chichmahai Himchamai. His name's hard to say, but he's the guy who discovered flow state, and he is I think he is Polish or from that part of the world, and if he's not Polish, and that's why he has an awesome name. And anyway, he wrote the book on flow, and and people try to hack flow and get into flow, and there's a bunch of thinking around why you should try to get into flow, but really it's really work puts you in flow.
Right.
Because it's a consciousness that helps you work more.
It's like there's like an element of creativity, whether that's the process by which you're learning something, or raw creativity. I know like lots of artists they're just providing they're providing themselves runway to just fuck around and do whatever they want, and then they catch their flow state and then they ride it.
Yeah. It's kind of like Stephen Pressfield when he talks about doing the work and showing up creatively, like being there for the muse and all that stuff. That to me sounds like flow state catnip. It's like flow state cat. He never talks about flow states, or I haven't heard him talk about it if I can remember. But yeah, but showing up every day to like do the art and like do the work, that's like flow state cat. Oh my god, that was awesome. So good. All right, here we go for the short cutaway. Holy smokes, we're doing that one again. Not long enough. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ariel.
If he does.
There we go. There we go.
Feed him to the dog.
The dog.
Yeah, flow state. Flow state is real deal Limitless. That movie Limitless, like in how he's all
Yes.
enhanced.
Well, and
It's kind of like that's a fictional version of what your brain does when it goes into flow.
have you seen Limitless, Galen?
It's going on the jellyfin.
May have.
You're gonna love this
Such a
movie,
good
Galen. It's insanely good.
Yeah, it makes a drug. It has side effects. He engineers the side effects out. And then it's just like raw
Spoiler
power
alert!
drug.
Yeah, no, it's a great.
Light spoiler alert.
Well, what?
There's
It's a light
things
spoiler
going
alert.
on there.
You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. The drug basically lets him access any information he's ever seen ever. So when he glances at when he glanced at some book on French in the 3rd grade, and now he can speak all the words on that page, and it's like that with all knowledge for him. And so but the flow state gives you access to information that's just it's like I'm trying to think of the absolute scientific way to say it, because there's probably a spiritual way to say it. But like spiritual way would be like access to the collective unconscious. Like you're somehow drawing information from some field of information that doesn't necessarily, that you shouldn't really have access to. And you could go, for science, you could go morphogenic resonance, like that's the philosophy of, what's that dude's name? Good little British scientist. He always gets high before he always gets high before he writes. He just divulged that the other day. It was very funny.
Really?
He's written all these books. Yeah. He's like, someone was
Like
like,
weed?
can you write when you're high? And he goes, dude, I never write when I'm not high. Thomas Edison. I forget his name. I'm gonna totally laugh at myself in the future. Okay, this is where we're gonna die. We're gonna stand right here. Yo, Peter, you want to get this one? I'll go get the other one.
Sure.
Okay,
You know,
we'll go to the main
what?
entrance.
What?
High as hell.
We gotta.
Inside, he was
It's not the same, Paul. We gotta defend different things.
Oh, God, we're on the next map. We're on the next map. We're on the next map. Well, that's right. Never mind. Yeah, okay, so in Limitless, he has this, it's like a godlike power. And in a flow state, it comes and goes, and you can pop into it and you can pop out of it. But if you can stay in it, it very much feels like the inside of the Limitless guy's brain, because you just know a bunch of shit you shouldn't know. Stuff that you're barely putting together before is now all assembled and like works perfectly. Your intuition can kind of take over in a certain way, and that's where the flow comes from. Is you're not having to rationalize the next step. You just kind of move from one step.
Yeah.
You flow from one to the next, and it feels good because it feels like the information is coming to you. You're not having to like seek it out or something.
Right.
Which is just like that movie Limitless. That's exactly like that.
Barely see this.
I was saying, Einstein.
What?
It was Einstein, right? But
Einstein,
had the
yeah.
fucking kite. Yeah,
Okay, that's Thomas Edison. It was the kite, but that was fake. And then, but Einstein had worked as a patent clerk, dude. And when he wasn't patent clerking, he invented like the theory that caused lasers to exist.
All right, so let me go back. Thomas Edison had been
Yeah.
smoking a reefer. He decided he wanted to go out there and do something nobody's ever fucking done with a metal rod and a kite.
They're capping A.
Point. All right.
I like this theory. I like this theory.
I'm just saying, he had to be high as hell. I don't know if I want to go out there just to the point so that lightning finds the shortest path to the ground. Right? And I'm just saying, he had to be high as hell to do that.
I'm picking up what you're laying down, man. This is awesome.
He's like, I'm gonna go fly this kite and y'all go watch. It's gonna, this key. Fuck that. Hell no.
I got 22 seconds here. I'm gonna try to make it back. Let's see if this works. I got the whole brigade behind me here. Battalion. They're chasing me.
Stephen Hawking was good at IT.
At IT?
How do you know?
Yeah.
Dude, that guy. I got stories about that guy.
Yeah, you knew?
I did not know him, but he affected my young life in many ways.
Why? I hate this map. It is like dark as hell.
Yeah, yo, it's not usually night. It's not usually night, is it? It's usually day. That's what's different. I'm with you in one. I'll help you put down this Luke Skywalker plague.
Yeah. Who killed me? Oh, Pulse.
Got this Luke Skywalker situation on
body
D.
kill.
You slowed him down by microseconds. That's cool. Yeah. The getting a little echo, but it's all good. Can't hear it over the sound of this. Okay, we got to get this Luke Skywalker out of here for sure, dude. We can't let him through this. The next level is impossible to win. We gotta shut him down here.
Oh, we got a Yoda too.
Working this Yoda. When the heroes are concussed by a grenade like that, they're vulnerable.
Got him!
Nice. saw you do it. That was amazing.
He jumped up in the air and I punched him.
So amazing. Okay, the word canvas comes from the word cannabis. The word cannabis means two stems, and it's an ancient Babylonian word because the cannabis. Oh no, we're screwed. We're screwed. They got us back in the bad place.
The bad
place. That's the next level. It's the bad place. It's like impossible.
The bad place.
The bad place.
Oh yeah, upper
Okay.
lower decker.
Yep, this is terrifying. Okay, so the Babylonians, they noticed that cannabis had a female and a male species. That is not usual in plants. Plants don't always have a female and a male species. And so they called it two. It was a cannabis means two different kinds of stems, male and female. And so, yeah. It's very interesting. It's very interesting like that. I'm gonna try to keep them out at the very front here. I'm just gonna fight them here. Because in there is bullshit. In there is absolute bullshit. There's a lot of them, and this is gonna be hard, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I bet they're gonna overwhelm me here.
Just pulled back to you.
I can't believe I'm not dead. This is weird. Okay, so cannabis, right? Babylonians are like two-stemmed. Okay, so canvas comes from the same root as cannabis, because canvas was made with hemp. And that's where that comes from. So the idea that Thomas Jefferson could be smoking some reefer is definitely possible, because there was reefer everywhere, and there's been reefer everywhere for a long time.
Right.
And so I love the idea that they're smoking some cannabis, but I don't know if they did. I'm not sure if that was a common practice. I know that the way it happened this time around was it grew wild in Mexico, and the word marijuana means wild tobacco, and that's what they called it. And you guys know all the history of that, where they tried how they got it all illegal, like a bullshit in a very bullshit kind of way.
Yeah, well they're trying to. It was like textile industries.
Textile, that's right. The decorticator came along, and it basically meant that hemp could be just the same as cotton. You wouldn't need cotton anymore if you had hemp. Hemp grows cheaper, better. It's better on the environment. It's just better in general. And so Yeah, and so the guy who owned a lot of cotton, he wanted paper and newsprint to be made out of cotton still. When honestly it makes a ton more. Oh no, they're on base on A.
No.
They're on base on A. It's all right. Maybe we just go down fast instead of drawing us out for the full 6 minutes. But who knows? Okay, I'm with you. Yeah, the decorticator. Seymour Hirsch. No, yeah, one of those big titans of industry. They thought they were gonna cut into all that cotton money, so they ginned up the whole marijuana is terrible and bad for you thing. They thought that they were outlawing a new drug, but it was an ancient drug. Hemp had been a part of the pharmacopoeia of humans for forever, and Congress passed it. It was bullshit. It was a mistake. The American Medical Association went to Congress and said, "Hey, this is our best medicine for children and old people because the side effects are so low. You got to give us this back." And the rest is history. They're just getting it back. Just barely.
And so it wasn't even for the medicinal effects that it was outlawed. It was
in spite of.
Yeah, it was for this.
You ever seen Reefer Madness? The movie Reefer Madness? He made Reefer Madness as a propaganda film that basically said that crazy Mexicans were gonna come up here and rape all these white women because of all this Mero Jahuchi they're smoking, and we got to stop all these rapes. And so there were no rapes. It wasn't even a thing. It was like they made it up, and they got people scared of it, and they got them scared enough that they voted it, and then they made all the money off of the cotton, and which is bullshit because hemp is like 1 billion times better. Henry Ford made an entire car out of hemp one time, tires and all. Hope that's real. Hope that's a real stat, not just like a stoner stat. Hope that's a real stat.
Yeah, right. I hope.
Trying to remember, did I learn that in the 90s before the internet could double check everything? I might have learned that in the 90s. Dude, we should set up a Mero Jahuchi deep dive on the jellyfin. We can put reefer.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Put some Reefer Madness in there. Put some really good, like, really high level educational materials in there, in terms of like the history and everything. I'd like that. That'd be fun. Plus, it would cause the need to go find such materials anew, not just my 90s facts.
when Joe Blow could just lie to you and write your reality.
and you got to remember, the war on drugs started in 1972 with the 73 with the Sweeping Psychedelic Act. And the guy who wrote that law, the guy who pushed that law, the chief of staff for Nixon, on his deathbed said, "Yeah, you know, we basically realized that we were in a race war with hippies, white hippies, and black people, and we couldn't find a law that let us just arrest people because they were a part of that group. So what we did,
oh my goodness,
right? It's like height of civil rights. Height of civil rights. Watergate has happened. Like, all this Twitter files shit, this is like the Watergate of this generation. But, like, Watergate was the time when people lost their faith in Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon was caught lying in front of the whole world.
Watergate. I love that, man. They set that shit up. I love it. It was an inside job. Watergate.
Inside... Dude, we're gonna need to review the Pentagon Papers. We're gonna need to review some Watergate. We need some historical bricks in this building we're trying to build here. But
Bill Clinton
enough...
got 'em.
Yo, got those bodies. Got those bodies,
Where
yo.
the bodies at? Yeah, have you guys seen?
I wouldn't go look.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
Legit. Richard Monk's legit.
You go find.
You're gonna find your own body.
Yeah, exactly. As you're leaving it, like, hey, I was wondering what this was like. Look at that. I'm pretty good looking. What the fuck? Holy shit, dude.
The legacy mama bear will come out and end your world.
Anyway, turns out Nixon is an actual racist, which I know that's hard to understand these days because that word gets used so much. But what that means is that you judge all the people by one characteristic. That's what racism is. And so he was like racist as fuck, and he wanted to put the black people in jail because no more black people. It's like, dude, it's the height of civil rights. You can't do that. So they made up the drug war to give them a victory because Vietnam sucked, Watergate sucked, and they were like, let's find one we can win. And they started this unending, crazy, crippling thing that like we're still coping with like 70 years later, like 50 years later. I know, but it was for political reasons. It was because of civil rights that they made drugs illegal. Isn't that crazy? Not because drugs are so terrifying.
And now,
but
people are trying to get drugs back, and but then you have all the what about these equity and diversity racists nowadays?
I hate that.
Talk about.
There's money in it. Okay, so Bezos had like how many billions did he have? Like 600 billion or something like that? I mean, when he got divorced, he had like 600 billion dollars, and he had to give 300 billion dollars to his wife, who was
baby mom.
What's her name? Bezos something. You know, legit. Yeah. Like that's marriage law. Okay, cool. 300 billion. There you go. She became
the richest woman in the world through a divorce.
Mackenzie Bezos, I think is her name. I'm hearing in my inner soul, Mackenzie Bezos. But she took like $3 billion or some nuts amount and said, this is money for grants for diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. So surprise, all of the experts come out of the woodwork going, yo, give me a slice of that $3 billion pie. I'm an expert on this shit. Yeah. You know? And, dude, we're in OT. Okay, now we got to clear out the OT. Okay, so they're below us. We got to clear them out. But we can't lose the OT. Can't lose the OT. I'm going to stay up top and keep it cool up top here. So anyway, that's why you see the DEI explosion, is because there's money in it. I mean,
just like you see explosion in VR, AR companies, because Facebook's throwing an equivalent amount of money at it.
Yo, but like racism is real, and people are terribly racist. It's a human feature.
Terribly racist.
It doesn't. You don't have to be one color of human to hate another color of human. You can find any reason you want to hate other humans. You know, there's all kinds of reasons to hate people.
I prefer redder creativity. That guy's an asshole. I don't like him.
Behavioral-based hate is, I think, behavioral-based hate, when you hate someone based on what they do, is better than just skin-based hate. Like, but it's all fucking hate, dude. It's just fucking hate. And so it's like Voldemort. It's like, just say the name over and over and over again. Just call everyone's attention back to skin to skin to skin. It's like, dude, you're probably not getting the effect you want.
Can't have that topic.
Go for it.
I have something to talk about.
Gotta have something to talk about. There's
something to talk about.
It would make when we were talking about racism in a way that made a lot of sense to a lot of people, and it was actually working, was when Martin Luther King did it. And I Had a Dream is when he won over white America. And how did he do it? He basically said, listen, we all have kids. Our kids are innocent. Why would we be judging these little people based on something that they had nothing to do with, when given the right environment they can grow into anything they want to be? You know? And he was and everybody, white America, put down their pens and were like, okay, he's fucking right. and then that was the actual progress of the civil rights movement. It was principle based, not whatever else based, not bullshit based, not just like calling people names based. It's like that's how 13-year-old girls get social control of their middle schools, not the United States of America. That's insane. Go ahead.
Yeah, there has only been 5 that I know of directly. That really made the biggest impacts. There's only been 5 strong black leaders to ever open their mouth and everybody listen to, and that would be Tiger Woods. Everybody shuts the fuck up when he talks. Mm-hmm. All right, you taking notes here. We got Tiger Woods. We got Martin Luther King.
Absolutely.
We got Morgan Freeman. Malcolm X, and Obama. Those are the only ones that everybody's ever shut up to listen to.
So,
I'm serious. When those good talking motherfuckers open their mouth,
those
everybody
are some of the best people ever in that list, right? Like black, white, green, purple, pink. Those are some of the best people ever. I mean, it's fucking cool as shit that they're black people too, in my view.
Yeah.
But like those are heroes. If you could just fuck, dude. Yeah, but okay.
Like, if you ever take notes like Tiger Woods, man, so many of them can't stand him, but whenever he opens his mouth, everybody listens.
Yeah.
I haven't heard him talk much.
He got shut down over some relationship stuff, where he had some side pieces, and he's fucking Tiger Woods, so that might be natural, and that might not be a big deal. And honestly, he might not be the devil for courting ladies' attention. I'm guessing.
He might not be the devil.
well, I mean, okay, so that list that you just gave there, Kalen. So how many of those people were assassinated? I mean, that's Malcolm X and that's MLK, and Obama wasn't assassinated, but he was certainly compromised by his position in a lot of ways. But dude, all the shit. Go ahead, man.
Well, you can't speak the truth and be polite about it. That's a double standard.
Amen. Especially when it's bullshit. Especially when there's actual bullshit in front of you.
Especially when there's so much racism.
They don't want that
there.
Fuck yeah.
They want to see what they call the nigga come out. They want to see the.
Sure.
They want to see the statesman. That's why Obama is so well liked.
Man.
He's eloquent as hell.
I wish he would, man. I was like, I didn't even. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He comes out talking about basketball and stuff like that.
Hey, listen, I wasn't a big Obama fan, man. I'm serious. I'll be honest with you.
Yep.
I'll tell you. I
voted for him twice.
I was listening to this one interview. This reporter was like, "Well, Mr. President, what are you going to do about the oil leak in the bottom of Gulf of Mexico?
Deepwater Horizon.
What are you going to do about it?" And I wish he would have just, I wish he would have just broke character a little bit. Like, she kept cutting him off and everything. He's real polite. I wish he would have broke character. Like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put on my super nigga boots, and I'm going to go down to the bottom of the ocean. And I'm going to close that oil hole.
By myself.
That's hilarious, dude. That's so funny.
What are you going to do about it?
Exactly. Like I got to solve every problem? What the fuck? Yeah, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing here? Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's take A.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you on the A.
Nah, it's not good.
No, it's Obama was such a breath of fresh air. I was a voting adult when Obama came into office, and the bullshit of the. Okay, right on. But dude, the joy when Obama got elected. It was, he was the first black man that was that president of the United States. That was fucking cool. But also what was fucking cool is he wasn't George Bush, and we had been in this fucking insane war for like years, 8 years. It was like some bullshit. And everybody knew it was bullshit. And he was like, it's bullshit. We're going to close Guantanamo. My man Obama never closed up Guantanamo. This is I know he did other things that were amazing, but also, there was just so much. There was so much that we wanted and needed. And I mean, maybe one man can't deliver it all, but he tried. And
with those empty promises.
This is the thing.
Like I'll tell you somebody. That fucking, what's her name? That damn. Joe Biden's fucking vice president, Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
She pulled the biggest fucking sham game I ever seen in my life. She got elected, and I ain't heard from her since.
Yeah.
I know.
She is gross.
It's crazy how lazy she gets. Is what I see it as. Just
just has this cackling laugh. And she just inserts it every time someone catches her in one of her lies.
Dude,
like,
I think if you're the first lady vice president who is a black woman, you've got to work overtime to make that real. Like
really?
when people find out I'm a stoner, right? And they go, "Wait, you're a stoner?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Venn diagrams. I'm like, they're like, you're a stoner, but you get so much shit done. But you're so responsible. But you're so on time. You see how I just elevated stoner in their mind there?
Right.
Like I showed up and I showed up and fucking kicked ass and took names. And when they find out I'm a stoner, they're like, oh, my stereotypes aren't correct. And I'm like, exactly. I like as a stoner, I don't get to be late to anything. I don't get to forget anything. It's not in the cards. It's like it's not acceptable.
Do that one
it's
time.
Not, yeah, they're like, oh, you fucking stoner, like that.
Right.
So when there's a stereotype out in the streets on you, you got to work extra hard to like move around it. And dude, Kamala Harris, I do not see her busting ass. Like,
No.
I wish she'd bust ass, but like, yo, I watched this for a while. Matt Taibbi, the guy who broke the first Twitter files. Matt Taibbi, I've read a lot of his books. He's a really good journalist. He's an old school, amazing journalist. And he was on this thing called Useful Idiots, and he's not on there anymore. But when he was on there, it was really good. I listened to it like a lot. And after he left her, they started. They have a segment called High in Public, and all it is Kamala Harris giving speeches where she's clearly fucking high as shit.
Nice.
And it's nuts because I'm like, I heard the first one and I'm like, yo, this is not real. And then I'm like, holy shit, she's fucking high. I'm like, I mean, she's just like, I gotta go give this speech, I'm gonna get high. And I'm like, yo, that's hilarious that you'd be high. I think I didn't really care so much about the speech. Most speeches are like political bullshit anyway. I just thought it was funny, but also she wasn't making a lot of good points. It was like the worst side of being high.
I think of an illustration of a puppet on a string, and
it's totally just that. It's embarrassing how much it's like that, because she couldn't win the primary in California, and all of a sudden she's the vice president. It's like, why do they do that? So they can control the person. She can't get elected. There are no people in her camp. She just got graced in, and that's so they can control her.
Well, what about the 400,000 dead people that voted twice?
Say it again.
What about the 400,000 dead people that voted twice?
Ugh, it's all that's
Who knows
it's
about the voting. Yeah.
It's insane how taboo it's been made to discuss it. But it's obviously there's so much bullshit involved. You know, maybe it's not decisive bullshit, but yo, the 2000 election, which is the first time I saw it happen, came down to 400 ballots. You're telling me if it comes down to 400 ballots, then your small time bullshit does become an issue in the right places, you know? Is the small time bullshit doesn't add up in general, but we've had so many elections that came down to these razor thin margins.
Company trip.
Yeah.
When Trump lost the election, and I remember looking at the polls and looking how far ahead he was.
I know.
And they were like, all right, we're gonna pause for a recount. And
Dude,
the polls are supposed to be paused. I woke up the next morning and seen like that little.
I know. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There needs to be reform of our election system in the same way that when I go to my ATM and I take $1 out and I know it really came out, that should be how my vote is.
Right. You can do that. There's privacy chains that exist.
Exactly.
And
You could use an ATM card to make this happen. Give everybody an ATM card, and then you know you could make a voting machine that worked just like an ATM. You know, you notice how ATMs don't give away money to the wrong people?
Yeah.
There's fucking math behind that shit, dude. Real math.
And if they
The fact that
you better believe they're coming back to get it.
The fact that our voting doesn't do that right now just shows you that it's in someone's interest that it not do that.
Yeah.
Because if we can handle money with electricity, we can definitely handle a fucking vote with electricity.
Right.
Like, it's way simpler. Way simpler. Millions of dollars change hands every second. Everybody gets one vote. Richard Monk, we have cars that drive themselves, we can't trust the ballot box. Exactly. Exactly, dude. But anyway, yo, after the election, I was, like many people, like, wait, what?
It's whatever.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's in
not
Richard
whatever.
Monk goes. It's in the interest of the people winning the elections. Yeah, so
Yeah. we can't have the it's whatever attitude when it comes to stuff like that. But that's how you lose.
Well, they
ground.
will manipulate us. They will steal elections
Well, you
from
allow
the
more
people.
room for other
Yeah.
people to continue being manipulated.
Yeah,
But
and
it
then-
does.
and then what
It
did you-
turns into hard conversations like this. Like, well, fuck, what
Yeah.
do you do? What do we talk about? Like, we can just all be like. There's really not a single point of like. This is an obvious solution. Like,
Yeah.
there are no
Well,
really.
The
there
will,
are-
the will to do it, the will to secure the vote would be amazing as a first step, right? I am voting for that with my voice. I'm like, that seems like a huge important thing to do. But like after Biden got elected, I did serious research online. I think I can hear myself echoing. No big deal. But I did serious
no,
research online.
That's me.
I found a group I found a 501c3 non-profit
Yoda.
who wanted. Go ahead. Oh, it's some victory.
Oh, we got it. Good.
Let's tell recount stories after the break. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, that was one of those where we have to let it run out naturally, because the end of the song is so good. It does end quite sweetly there, that song.
Oh, there it is. It's just full stream. Full stream. I don't think this. Ba ba bam. Where are you? I don't see your green. Oh,
Yo, you're making sense. You're making sense to me, Richard Monk. Richard Monk is saying that that's why you can't. That's why the Russiagate hoax just fizzled out. You can't go deep down the rabbit hole. Any establishment dem won't touch the issue for that reason. That's so true, because of all the election. Love the jazz cabbage. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Nice. Yes. Yeah, exactly. If they're fucking with elections, surprise, they don't want to look too deeply into elections, you know? And this is why it should be like ATM voting. Like, we'll know we have a real election when it's like an ATM.
Yeah. Or like we'll know when you care about when we
Cryptographically
corporations
secure.
care about climate when they start tracking how much they're destroying the environment and actually have repercussions for what they do.
Yeah, there's no repercussions.
Carbon footprint.
Yo,
There's no repercussions if you have enough money. Haha.
Okay, let's talk MLK for a second, okay? Because MLK
Milk?
got Martin Luther King. They did him so fucking dirty right up to the point where they assassinated that man. And he was the heart and soul of the civil rights movement, and they fucking killed him. And it's the same regime that probably killed Kennedy and Robert Kennedy and Bobby Seals, who was in charge of the Black Panthers, and Malcolm X and all the others. I mean, they were killing political opponents in the late 60s, and America has not gotten over that. And we just had a big blip with that.
A computer?
Yo. Sometimes I wonder, dude. Sometimes I'm like, can you take my head apart and make sure there's no metal in there, dude? Like, dude, dude.
What's up, dude?
No, you're
glass
just
in my head. Chips.
You're hearing me going into a flow state there around some things I care a lot about, and this is something I care a lot about. And the reason I care so much about it is it's a microcosm of what we have going on right now. So. So the drug laws, 1973, they're designed to inhibit the political activity of white hippies and black people, the civil rights movements. They've said that. They've admitted that. And so the whole war on drugs is bullshit, and it's a huge reason why the drug laws get applied to black people differently than white people is because that was the original fucking intention of those things.
The point of it.
That was the point of it, and that's the whole corrupt thing about it. It's not based on public health and safety. If it was based on public health and safety, you'd have metered dosages and you'd have good care, and you would not be killing people with, allowing the Chinese to flood our society with fentanyl via Mexico and killing everybody. It's absolute bullshit. And there's no fucking reason why people in middle America, if they're gray, pink, purple, yellow, red, black, yellow, whatever, should be on the opposite side of anything.
Yeah.
That was what Martin Luther King was fucking saying. He was saying, "Yo, these rich humans are rolling up on you, and do not let them split us. We are together, arm in arm." And that is the actual danger of that message, is that if you start paying attention, the differences between class are way different than the differences between race. Yes, there are racial differences.
Socioeconomic status matters more than anything.
Way more. You change societies by addressing that one, and you break societies by making it all about the race thing. It can't just be about the race thing.
We've already grown
that's right.
as a society a little past the race stuff. Like we've been the general world sentiment is all humans are equal. The American motto, essentially, this freedom for everyone, and other people all over the world recognize that and see it.
Well, I'd say you haven't been in Virginia.
I was gonna say you've been hanging out with Europeans a lot. I love this message, dude. That's a European thought. I love that thought. That's a beautiful thought.
Yeah, he's been hanging out with the cool guy.
You've been hanging out with people who have a stable socioeconomic system around them, and they can have these enlightened thoughts. People are at each other's throats out here in these streets, dude, in America. It's like it's nuts out here.
He said, "Nah, I think it's cotton candy, and everybody's got a good grip on it now." Well, let's go take a stroll to Virginia, and I'll drive.
Well, you know what? And I'll drive. You're gonna get us pulled over, Caitlin.
You're gonna get us pulled over, dude. Only if we want to get the car searched. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Oh, it's funny.
Wait, man, Mr. Wolcott, did he hold you against your will?
Did you hold you against your will? This is my assistant human. You'll please excuse my assistant human.
Yeah.
That's too funny. That's too
My
funny. dude.
assistant. Oh my god.
Okay, we gotta turn Caitlin up. We gotta turn him up. Or we're getting some feedback
Yeah.
from the Richard that it is not.
What you doing driving this car, boy?
In that tone. That would be the tone of voice.
Turned
I
up.
just going to the house.
Caitlin, if there's any volume on your side, turn that shit up.
Turn it up.
It's funny.
Turn
Here,
it up.
I got
up.
output volume. Cranked it.
No.
Nice.
No,
There you go. That's
Peter's
perfect.
just like-
Keep it hot like that. That's good.
Alright.
Yeah.
Hot means high.
No,
High
Peter's
volume.
just like he said. No, I think we as a society have a good grip on the racism. Yeah,
Dude,
he
I
clearly
love
has
that.
been outside.
I love that. That's what they're saying over in Europe. I love that so much. God bless
No,
him. That's
but I
amazing.
think that's what I think people want that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
I
that
see.
like
People want that. People want that.
systemically.
Yes.
Like on a individual level, most people in the world think that and want that. Do they like? Do they
I
see
believe
their
that. I believe that.
systems like
yeah.
allowing for that to happen? No.
If you say, I love how you're saying that. That's the dream that's in the human heart. That we could
Yeah.
all
Yeah, I
be
believe that.
one
I believe
family,
that.
right? Like, agreed. I think most people roll like that.
Well, we just gotta wait for the boomers to die. That's all.
Yeah,
You
that's
go.
true.
You,
And not become
You
them.
go-
Not become them.
And not become them.
you,
Right.
you be me. You be well. See, you gotta learn it though, because if you don't learn the history, it'll repeat itself. But you be me, and you go to one of these corporate companies at the sea level, and they're gonna look at you and laugh. All right. So
Gotcha,
I
Sean.
just gotta.
No.
Take
You know
my-
what's really hard? But
take
these
my
Twitter
lemonade.
files, they have been cordoning off speech, and if they don't want people talking to each other. They don't want people
Oh, yeah,
actually
yeah.
communicating with each other. They only want certain people talking who are saying
He
certain
does
things.
freedom of speech, but he doesn't do freedom of reach. Is what he
Yeah.
said. Freedom of reach.
I love that.
Yeah.
Twitter has gotten nice. I opened up my Twitter feed the other day for the first time since 2014, and it was like oh, it's just kind of reasonable stuff I want to hear about. It was just like
Right.
that's so not what this usually is. But anyway, so Twitter files, what it shows is that the federal government and the intelligence communities were infiltrating and coordinating and collaborating and creating a single narrative that can be pumped out on all social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I don't know about Twitch. I haven't seen any Twitch mentions in any of this stuff. It might be the one platform
No
where
one
people
really
can actually
gives a
speak their mind.
fuck about Twitch.
Because this is the point. If you're where no one gives a
The
fuck, you can say whatever you
gamers.
want.
Yeah.
Who are very reasonable humans, in my view.
Yeah.
They're not dumb. They're smart.
I agree. Well, they care
Peter,
about
is there a way that
the
you can
tech
put-
that they're playing with.
Is there a way that you can put Paul's audio through the Discord?
Paul's audio.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought I was trying to.
You know what? I could do that.
Because I can just
do
hear
that.
you, and he
Okay,
can hear
Peter,
me. But I don't-
invite me to your Discord, Peter, and I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
I don't know if
That sounds
we're-
really good.
Are we in Discord together?
I
Are
have
you
you
my
as like
friend?
one of my
You
two.
gotta do that again. Are you my friend, Paul?
You're actually only one of two of
you're
my
under
friends
a
in
big
Discord.
sky. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have two friends on Discord, and one's a bot, and then there's you. and I have met you. You might be a very advanced android, but you know.
All right, I sent you an invite to my server, and then you
Okay.
can just hop in. We're in the Hangout in the community voice channel.
I will try to hotwire it the next time. We've got a Jazz Cabbage interlude here.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
you get it.
We
Richard
can
Monk's like, we
totally-
knew it. Now there's proof.
Yeah, Peter's definitely an android. Have you seen what he does?
You mean to like
I
small
wouldn't
animals, or
doubt
like
it.
what are we talking about here?
Just-
I'm just kidding. They're gonna take B. Oh god, we gotta stop stealing bees. Bees gotta stop the steal, you fucks. All right.
Paul's got one of those cool encrypted detection systems. He knows when the FBI is getting ready to come raid him. He's like, oh, they're on their way.
Paul's
Dude,
wide
Run the
open.
drives.
Dude,
Paul is Google and Amazon AI assistants listening to him all the time.
no, it's only Google, and that's
Oh, only
because
Google.
there's a engineering. There's a hardware cutoff switch, and the engineering schematics. I don't know if they have circumnavigated it, but when the first Google Assistant came out, the way it worked was there is one system that listens to everything. Yes, but that system is a small system, and it's only listening for the key phrase. When the key phrase comes through, it verifies it, and then it connects the actual intelligence to it. There's a hardware disconnect between the two parts of the system, and this is what convinced me. And when the Google engineers explained this, because Google used to explain its engineering, and that's what made them the best engineers on the planet for a stint of time. You know, when they're like rocking the Gmail, etc.
Right.
But that's why I still trust it, because they haven't made any significant hardware changes to it, and this is why there have been no incidents of Google Voice stuff getting out, because it does seem to be a good system. However, Alexa, you'll hear stuff all day long, leaked all day long on Alexa. Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta decide if I want to enlighten you guys about my ideas, or if I want to win this game. But it's gonna be one or the other at this point. But I'm going ideas. Here we go. Fuck this game. All right. So
let's build them. Let's build them.
Martin Luther King, MLK.
Oh yeah.
Why is MLK such a badass motherfucker of a human? Why is he worthy of our respect, no matter if he was purple? The reason is because he grew up in his church, right? As a conscientious member of his community. He was a minister. He was a preacher. He was actually on the hook to make some real social change in his local environment, which would make him a fucking rad politician, because so many politicians get by without picking up that torch. How do you purport to lead and be an example to the rest of us when you don't even live like the rest of us? When you're running around on private jets doing whatever the fuck. It's fine. Private jets are fine. But why do our leaders have to be this? Go fuck yourself. It's like, let's get the money out of politics. Let's make it so rich or poor people can get in there. And how about this? How about we vote on the contents of someone's character for office? What a radical idea. What a radical idea. That was the idea that Martin Luther King put forward in his I Have a Dream speech. That people would be appraised based on the content of their character. And he's still right. He's still fucking right about that.
Meritocracy.
That doesn't have anything to do with your income. That has to do with who you are. And this is why Jesus was telling slaves in ancient Roman times, he was like, yeah, don't rise up against your masters. Like, somehow grok the nature of karma in this universe and work for a better place around here. But yeah, don't just like open rebellion now that you're Christians. Like, don't just like pull the trigger on everybody. It was like, why don't you do that? Because then the entire society that you're a part of the fabric of also gets ripped apart, and whatever little joy or happiness or support that you have is somehow a part of that fabric. So you are a part of your neighbor. That's why you should treat your neighbor like yourself, and you should work for the good of your neighbor.
Right.
Anyway, I'm just going
on. If there's turmoil in your own life, including if you're rebelling, that's not adding healthiness to the rest of the world.
It took a revolution in consciousness, and a revolution in industry, and a revolution in technology for slavery to actually go away. I'm talking human slavery world over, not just Black Americans in America, which is crazy. Dude, have you, Kaylin, have you seen this documentary on Netflix called The Descendants about that slave ship that they found? Have you seen this? It was.
No.
If you have not seen this, it's insane. Okay, so here's a stat from the beginning of this documentary that blew my fucking mind. There were something like 11,000 slave ships that were involved in taking people from Africa to America. And of those 11,000 slave ships, they have done analysis on exactly 4 of them.
Nice.
4! Like, they're not even around. And this documentary is about 6, 5. Come on, we're defending this command post. Let's do this. This documentary was about the 6th ship or something. Like, there was 5 of them, and then they got to like 6 or something like that. And it was like literally the 6th ship where people whose ancestors were drug over here in a hold of a ship. They got to the bottom of it, of like, oh, this is where the ship was, and these were the names of the people that came over, and this is where they lived, and this is where they sank the ship, and this is where the descendants of those people lived, and this is how it goes down or whatever. And dude, just that one fact that there were 11,000 vessels and we've investigated 6 of them, I'm like, yo. that's not balance.
No.
6 to 11,000. Clearly, there's a conspiracy of cover up here. Like,
truth. Yeah.
yeah, and that's what the documentary is about. They talk about it a lot. They're like, the people who were involved in the slave trade saw the human misery and the human suffering that it caused, and they were not proud of their activities. And so, of course, they wanted to burn these ships and hide them.
Right.
Because it was like memories of this terrifyingly horrible thing. But anyway, that trauma, getting light and getting air is one thing. Let's MLK after the break. Here we go.
All right.
I'm just barely getting into MLK.
Hop into Discord too.
Yo, right now.
All right, see ya.
Okay, pulling us out of hyperspace. Alright. Get my voice twice. Which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
You sound like you're in a tunnel.
Yeah, you're
Echoing through the Discord. Aggressively.
yeah.
Whoa! Hold on, let me leave. Hold on a second. How do I do this? I think I should do that myself. Now one me. There we go.
There's one of you. But now
I can hear two of you.
You can
hear two of you.
now? Oh no.
You know what? I need to. You know what? I just need to. There, it was me making the echo. Go ahead.
Uh-oh. 217. What do you mean I've been idle for too long?
No, they kicked you out?
I've joined server full placing.
Oh, you know what? This is bullshit. We're gonna dump. There we go. Actually,
I didn't do anything. I just waited.
No. I'm with you. It's not a big deal.
Fractured.
Here, we're dumping.
No, Paul, what you need to do is you need to mute your audio on the stream. Yeah.
Mute my audio.
Oh, I think you dumped and now it's adding me in. Fuck.
Sorry, I dumped that. I will have to get some wizardry going. I have to control which sound plug goes into Discord and which goes into this one.
We got it like the way he plugged it in is somehow you can hear me. So if you plug into the Discord, you're going to hear yourself.
Yeah. So I have our stream audio running into the Discord. So I don't know why. Caitlin, were you saying you couldn't hear Paul? in the
No, I
Discord?
can't hear Paul. I can only hear you. I can't hear the stream at all. I can just hear
Oh,
straight you.
Oh shit.
I'm
okay.
watching the stream off
Input
my laptop,
device
so I
bowling
can hear
green.
Paul
Oh,
from my laptop.
you make sense. We've encountered a new level of engineering trouble.
Yeah, we
That's
definitely
weird.
did here. Don't
I
worry,
have
I'm going to be the new customer service rep, and I'll figure these things out.
Dude, this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna have like multi tiers of conversations here. Peter, why don't you dump on that group? Sean, go ahead and dump on that multiplayer group. I'm gonna leave the group, and I'm canceling my position on that server, and I'm gonna make a new. I'm gonna make a new group, and here you go. In the menus, invite on the Peter. In the menus, invite on the Sean, and we're just gonna make a new one. Fun. Okay.
Oh, I've got a weird thing. I need to add. Let me think. How do I do this?
Oh, you missed the invitation, Peter.
Oh shit. Sorry.
No
No,
worries.
I was actually exiting the lobby. I just got back.
No problem. I'm gonna wait here until you're ready to be rejoined.
That's it. You just hit me when you can do it again.
I'll tell you. This is a perfect little quiet time to talk about MLK. Okay, I need to get my point out, or I'm never gonna get my point out.
Yep.
MLK. Okay, so he grew up in the church. He had a keen sense of social responsibility. This made him a natural civic organizer. His his strength was in the community that was around him, and he was looking for tactics to actually win the culture war of his time, which was civil rights. And so he went to Gandhi, and he basically had communications. He talked to Gandhi, before Gandhi, I think before he died, or no, I'm getting my stories mixed up. And he was talking to Gandhi about how to actually do this, because Gandhi had led the non-violent, peaceful revolution that overthrew the British Empire in India, the largest empire the world had ever known, the British Empire, and the largest state of theirs, which was India, with the most number of people in it, won their independence through these methods. And where did these methods come from? Well, they came from Jesus, and they also came from this guy we've all heard of named Leo Tolstoy. Tolstoy wrote a book called The Kingdom of God is Within You, and he was like this radical Christian anarchist. And he was all about the power. He was like, if you really love your enemy, you can actually change the definition of what that person is and get them to work for you. Like, their nature will work for you. Anyway, those are some of the very radical ideas. Here you go, invitation, Peter.
Okay.
Those very radical ideas were in Tolstoy's work. The Kingdom of God is Within You. They flowed over and influenced Gandhi. Gandhi creates nonviolent, peaceful revolution, resistance, and Martin Luther King adopts these same tactics, and that is why he was so very successful at doing what he was doing, because his shit was actually based on love. Yeah, and here's how he went down. So he had a friend who was a communist, like straight up communist, like, I love communism, it's the best. And he was like, but he was like an adult. Martin Luther King's an adult, and he knows that just because someone's communist doesn't mean that you can be friends with a communist and not appreciate communism, right?
Right.
you can be friends with a human, and then regardless of their ideas, you can still be their friend.
Right. Yeah,
So anyway,
that's important dynamics to be able to have in relationships, because you have to have communication flowing.
Yeah.
You can't.
That's trust. What relationship doesn't have trust as a part of it? Exactly.
Gotta have it.
Right.
Okay, so he's got this friend who's a communist, straight up, and the FBI finds out about this, and they're like, hey, let's go ask this judge for a secret exception to the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, where the government's not supposed to spy on you, and they got an exception based on the fact that his friend was a communist. So they started listening to his conversations. What they realized is that this got back to him. MLK realized that the FBI was spying on him because of his communist friend, and so he kind of put his friend at arm's length. So they got this judge to agree to make this wiretap based on some perceived national security threat. But what they learned is that he had a couple of girlfriends. which is not insanely random in the black community at where he grew up, right? It wasn't like a novel radical idea, but but because they were spying on him, they said, "Oh, now we got to focus on this." So the FBI tried to get Martin Luther King to kill himself because they didn't have the guts to do the assassination, but and that fucked up. It's like they started spying on him for a reasonable reason, but then they changed it to something that was completely different, which is the moral character of MLK.
You telling me Martin Luther King had some side chicks?
He had several. Apparently was very popular in his community, and some young ladies didn't really give a fuck about the rules and were like, "Let's go."
Who would have thought?
Now, is that all MLK's problem or fault? I guess that's what we're saying, right? We're saying, oh, it's under his control. It's like, dude, that's a community. That's a bunch of people. That's not. You don't get to choose the rules of what people are doing.
I'm putting together in my head is he was a pimp.
Yes.
And that's
no, he was not a pimp. I mean, not like actually like taking money for sex for women. That's not what he was.
No. It was different. It's like you can go on out there and sleep with that guy. And you go make him understand the problem I'm trying to accomplish here.
No, it was very different. It was very much like he just got the attention of some young ladies, and it was an intimate one-on-one thing with those two.
And you were part of my dream. And I need you to go over there and see that guy right there.
I am not hating out here in these streets.
My money back when you get done.
Oh my god, I'm just spawning and dying.
What I'm saying is I don't really give a shit what my politicians are doing in the bedroom, as long as they don't give a shit what I'm doing in the bedroom. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Like, let's fucking keep that off the table and let's get back to some civilization stuff here. We don't need perfect humans to be our governors, but what we do need is just a little accountability. If they say they're going to do something, they should have to do it. And if they don't do it, they shouldn't have that job. That's the job. Do what the people say.
Well, I'm just saying, I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with them having a few little honeys on the side. I'm just saying, if you get caught, that infidelity is some serious shit.
So look at how they caught him. That was an illegal wiretap after the communism threat went away.
That's not illegal. Let's remember that.
Well, it's bullshit, and it's against the Fourth Amendment, and that's a MLK is a member of the United States of America. He's a citizen, so he gets those protections. The idea that we're flirting that he doesn't is just silly. That's
yeah. Well, now they can do it anytime they want, like the Patriot Act.
Coconuts.
They call it reasonable suspicion.
Have you noticed there's like the map used like some of the stuff in the like these pots explode and stuff like that? Is that new, Paul?
Pots? No, that's totally new. I was totally tripping out on the same thing, brother.
Map is game's upgrading into more interactive.
They're adding objects. They're adding objects.
Yeah, they're watching Paul. They're like, he knows too much. He's next.
Dude, I'm out here in this. You'll know. I'm not suicidal, guys. I'm not suicidal.
You'll know.
I'll remember that.
I love my life. I love God. I love my wife. It's awesome.
I was telling people that. I said, man, I don't know about y'all, but I love me some me. If I ever off myself, know something happened. Know something happened.
Yeah, exactly. Avenge me. Okay, so this JFK file release that happened this last week, that's basically, it's pointing a lot of fingers in the CIA's direction. That the CIA might have been involved seriously in political assassinations in the 1960s as a coup d'état, as a coup d'état, a cutting off of the head in the French, a decapitation of the government and the assumption of power. Well, if that's been happening since 1968.
Hey, whoa, Paul, I'm serious. You may want to chill out before you go down the street and get some groceries and end up in a flat bag.
Dude, there's a turning point. Everybody's got to stand up. I'm just saying this as a 46-year-old human. Like, it's very different to say it in your middle age than it is to say it when you're a kid. I mean, for real. But anyway, we need a country.
Yeah, he disappeared.
Yeah. Yo, this is facts from 1968. Like, if we can't handle facts from 50 years ago, what about the facts of today? Do the people just get to
What
take
about
over?
The Twitter files, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Like,
You're right.
we got to fight this tyranny at every step of the way. Not just one generation, not just one time, but like it's clearly it's a perennial problem. It's like weeding your garden. You have to do it every season.
But see, they've got more events now. You know, they don't just get you by bullet; they get you by blood pressure. Come on.
Well, that's what cancellation. That's what the Twitter files say.
Yeah.
Cancellation. They're assassinating people by their reputations.
Get him, Paul.
I know, right?
He was like attacking me. He was like punching him in the spine.
Yeah, they're like, all right, Kanye's getting too big. We got to ruin him.
That was a true tag team.
Yep. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys used the fucking lightsaber. Look at that shit.
That's right.
But yeah, you said ruining by
Light.
reputation. Nobody
Light.
will follow him.
The lightsaber
Hey,
character
got
assassination.
Paul.
That's right.
Got him right here.
Boy, he's moving fast.
Got him.
Fuck you.
Did you just revive?
No, we got it. We totally got him.
We got him.
Yes. You know, it's very interesting, gentlemen. It's very interesting, like the rest of our lives. How is this going to play out? The old Chinese curse,
right?
or Japanese curse, or I forget which country came up with it. May you live in interesting times. We are living in the most interesting of all times. This is not a peaceful society we're living in. We're living in a global society that's getting its ass psyoped every 24 minutes.
Yeah.
You are part of your data is part of the psyop, bro. And your data
is part of the psyop.
yours.
We need better laws there. We need
privacy.
encryption.
Yeah,
We need privacy. We need encryption.
Privacy.
Cryptographic privacy.
Privacy is Fourth Amendment? Yeah.
Fourth, yeah. Illegal search and seizure. That's exactly what
you
they
need to
violated.
download DuckDuckGo to your browser. You'll be alright. That's fine.
Nah, it's not enough.
You'll be all right. We should talk about info. We should you can secure up any communication you want, but it's also just like, wait, this is illegal mass surveillance. That's what's going on. It's illegal mass surveillance. It is against the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. Someone, not us, not the people, because we didn't pass a law to repeal the Fourth Amendment, decided that it didn't apply anymore, and that's bullshit.
Right? Yeah. No, I've straight up, I've moved iMessage off my home bar. I've replaced it with Signal. I'm like, we're going
That's right.
Signal, baby.
Signal all the way. Doesn't it feel different, Peter, when you're having a Signal conversation than other platforms? I feel like I can feel. I feel like I can feel the AIs watching my shit from the future or from now. You know.
Or now, live.
Well, is Signal supposed to be some safe encrypted platform?
Yeah. Open source.
Encrypted communication.
Non-profit organization. You can use. They live on donations. They don't live on advertising.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's real good. It's real good
I'm
encryption.
gonna donate.
Jack Dorsey is
Exactly.
giving him money and stuff. I saw that. He just
like
gave this month. He gave him like $500,000 or something like that.
Richard Monk, you're next level. Okay, Richard Monk's comment is, they are training you to be the good soldiers with playing those games. Boston Dynamics teams up with Call of Duty and Xbox. Dude, there's a book about this. It's called Ender's Game. And it won it won the Nebula Award in like '86 when it came out. But that's exactly right.
So am I backstage? Is this is not the watching the stream? Is it? This is like some VIP
No.
shit?
I took you off of that stream because your audio was doubling up, but you can drop that connection if you want to save your bandwidth or decomplicate your browser situation.
Yeah, my whole sound.
Because that thing was jacking us. That thing was it was just kind of bullshit for your connection.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Just bullshit.
Yes.
I love it, dude. Oh my god. Oh.
I got a
This is fun to, gentlemen. This is fun to hang out. This is really fun to hang out.
Man,
I haven't laughed this hard in a couple days.
I'm your prayers answered. You'd be answering mine.
Nice.
I'm telling you. I'm talking to Paul. I was telling him I'll answer his prayers, man.
Answered prayer sounds good to me, man. That means someone's praying. That means they've got some faith on some level, which is a good sign.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because you know what? Character starts with the connection to God. It's just true. I was reading this leadership book and they were bending over backwards to not use the God word, but basically that's what they were saying. That character starts with your foundation, and your foundation starts with your connection to
so they were
something
bending
higher.
over backwards, not to say it.
They were bending over backwards not to use the God word, but they used a bunch of other words, which implied strongly that it was God that they were talking about. And I believe that. I think it's just true. I think you gotta. I think humans are kind of weak and God's kind of strong. And if you can wire that power source into your battery, you're good. You're good. In terms of needing energy, you're good. You've got it handled.
Wow, we get an overrun, bro.
Overrun.
All at the same
We should all pick a
time.
door. We should all pick a door.
Oh, my door just got.
Your door got overwhelmed. I had a quiet door. My door was quiet. Now I'm working on these other doors, which were clearly Fubarento. We are capping. We are capping. Oh, this is glorious. Glorious! Colorado is so beautiful today. I have 2 feet of snow in front of my house. Just from last night. 2 feet, baby. This is like the largest snow that we've had in like 3 years in one day. Like, the last time this happened was like 2018.
Can you even see as the snow is falling?
Oh.
Or is it straight sheets?
This is so cool. I want to lose this level to read this. Okay, we're back on A. Richard Monk's got some good... I gotta figure out a real way to pipe these comments in. Yo. Hold on, I'm gonna read this.
It's like truth. God is the DM. You're just an NPC if you aren't in the spiritual connection with God.
Yeah, totally. And to build on that, you're open to manipulation. If you don't have a strong connection to the infinite or to love yourself, you are just open to the next scam that comes along, man. You got to know that shit for yourself. That's like being like having your shit secured.
Ching.
Cha-ching. That's a beautiful sound. We're capping. We're capping.
In my own problem.
Let's get aggressive. Let's get aggressive. Let's kick everybody out. Everybody gets kicked out. Everybody gets kicked out.
Wow, I died. Not cool.
That's a victory, dude. That's a solid victory. Oh my gosh, yes. So good. All right. Jazz Cabbage! Dude, what's your timetable looking like, Peter? You go back. You have something going on at 2, right?
Yeah, but,
Go,
well... Yeah, well, I definitely have till 2. Let me talk to Bailey right now and see what she's doing. She was wanting to play too, so we could,
Get a Fortnite going?
Go switch to Fortnite or something like that, yeah.
I'm
but
down.
we might
totally down.
might need to axe the stream, well...
Let's Jazz Cabbage. We'll figure this out.
Alright.
Okay, don't time out. Don't time out.
Ho, ho, whoa, whoa. Don't time
I'm seeing.
out.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
seeing.
True.
I'm seeing your. I'm
It
seeing
says
your.
it's loading.
Yeah, that doesn't look right at all on your screen.
Do that.
It like rebooted on you or something.
You were removed
All
from
right.
the item.
Nice.
So annoying. So it starts, and if I'm sitting there, it'll kick me. I'm over here talking to Bailey, and I'm just.
Did you get booted?
I got booted, yeah.
You got
But
booted. Okay, no
I
problem.
just wait. It's fine.
We're basically losing the fuck out of this one.
Well, there's someone in there.
Sean's in
He's
here.
got a full team. There's 2 other bots in there. Or not bots, I guess.
Get in the queue, and I'll try to psychologically intimidate our the people on our team to quit.
Good. Sounds good.
You're a loser. You're never gonna make it. You're never gonna add up. You're never gonna be anything. Why are you so stupid? Why are you always so stupid?
Here.
Get out of here. You should just kill yourself. I'm the FBI talking to Martin Luther King. You should just kill yourself.
I hear you you got love. Women love you. You should die.
You should totally die, dude. You should totally die. You should totally die. What's up, dude? You should totally die. Oh, this is
Watch
like
your
some
technique, Paul, instead of implementing my own. Whoa!
Nice.
Or I could get some cabbage rolling.
Get some cabbage. Get some cabbage in the jazz hopper.
Cabbage in the hopper.
Get some cabbage in the jazz hopper.
Ooh, that is a pretty sweater.
I think my ears were like next level plugged up, and I just cleared them. I'm hearing it. It's like I was blind and now I can see.
Wow.
Audio wise.
I think you're just gonna
Okay,
go
we're
to polio.
Folio.
Because this is the bowling league.
Get to the bottom of this donkey imbroglio.
Get to the bottom of this donkey imbroglio.
So, on the real, when you were when you named this bowling league, were you thinking bowling like bowling with a bowling ball, or were like bowls of?
Oh God, that's an awesome double entendre. Never crossed my mind until this second.
Because that was me this morning or last night. I was like, what? Wait.
Oh, you were thinking, you were wondering like which level are we on here?
Are we bowling like weed bowls or?
Yeah, totally. I think that's a great use of it. I hadn't thought of that. That's genius. That's a built-in genius.
Just happened.
Wii bowling. Richard's like Wii bowling. I love it. You know, have you ever seriously gotten into bowling? Has the bowling ever been a thing you've done, like actual bowling in the bowling league?
I've probably bowled like. Well, it depends on which type of bowling you're talking about.
Yeah, 1,000%. I'm talking a heavy ball. I'm talking a 40 pound, a 35, a 20 pound ball
How to make
on your hand.
communication harder.
How to encrypt your interpersonal communication.
Yeah, I probably only played a handful of games of bowling in my life.
I have been a serious bowler at certain times. I have in fact owned my own set of bowling shoes. More like wild.
Wow.
More like wild bowling. Richard Monk. Yeah, totally. The yeah. I have owned my own bowling ball at times. I have loved me some bowling. And when the classic Coen Brothers movie came out, The Big Lebowski, and whenever that was in the 90s, that was like Zen spiritualism, like coming home to roost. Like it was, bowling is there's like a transcendent bowling quality. But really, because we were doing it on Friday after the work week, I thought, how would I explain this to other people? And I go, I'm going bowling with the guys. And I was like, that is a metaphor I think everybody can get. I'm going bowling with the guys, so that's where it came from.
Yeah, I remember maybe trying to think of an easier way to explain what we were doing.
Yeah, me too.
Just like
Totally.
coming up
I
with
think
bowling. You just
it was
like,
like,
you mind if
we're
we
going bowling.
podcast the bowling league?
We're gonna call it the
much
bowling
easier
league.
to talk about.
Yeah, and then like, and it's like, here's the thing about bowling. You don't want to do it. It's boring. So just ignore me for a while. To my life partner. And also, it's the guys that are going bowling, and you know they're just doing something stupid. You can understand guys doing something stupid. Doesn't matter the specifics.
Doesn't matter specifics. You just know.
Don't
that
get caught up in the
that's
specifics.
stupid.
It's a I bet it found a plane, humans out on the plains of Africa 400,000 years ago. After the work week, the guys would go out and do something stupid. That would be their bowling league.
Right. Hacking into the ice. Oh.
Yeah, just like let's go drown Jameson. Like, why would we do that? Because it's dumb. Let's just fucking we can bring him back. He happened last time. Let's just fucking go. Be like, what are you guys doing? If any lady showed up, they'd be like, what are you idiots doing? And they'd be right. They wouldn't be wrong. I'm not saying they'd be wrong.
Speaking of guys doing dumb stuff while women do other things, Bailey has a ton more work to do, she says. So she's like,
Okay, no problem. No problem. Just keep going. Okay, great. But we might have a Fortnite chaser after this, after our standard issue, violence-oriented bowling league. Yo, that's when I noticed it. The other night when we were all playing Fortnite, like Cheryl was hanging out, Bailey was hanging out, you were hanging out. What I noticed is I was like, oh, you just add ladies and the violence level goes down dramatically. In the conversation. I did not feel comfortable being like, kill that fuck! I'll be like, yo, there's ladies in the room. You might want to say, hey, eliminate the target, please.
Eliminate the target.
Grab him by the ass and throw him fuck him up, dude! Fucking shut up all the way! I know exactly what you're saying. I'm not confused. There's no confusion.
Yeah.
Fun. Super fun. Humans have only existed in pair bonds groups for, you know, that's the only way we've made this work. Yeah. Ladies and men work best when they're leaning into their strengths.
Yes. Together.
And it means nothing. You can definitely have a lady that's better at dude stuff than any dude you've ever met. That's for reals. There's no limitations. However, there are percentages, and percentages lean in a certain direction. This is pow 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 pow. Like, for example, I'm having a great time right now. I'm standing on an imaginary spaceship, killing fools with this imaginary gun. I couldn't be happier. I don't know why I'm so happy. Shouldn't really be happy if this was real. It'd be the worst day of my life, but it's not.
Like a very scary day. Yeah.
God, very scary
so
day.
white in this. Look at that.
Yeah, dude, you've got some
like
good front
black
lighting.
shirt. Well, it's natural sunlight, baby. Baby.
Nice. I've read about that. Just
Spoken from a true basement dweller.
That's what makes it fun. Exactly. Exactly.
You just gotta. It's just winter time. You can't open your garage door. Dude, how do you sit so close to that garage door when it's 37 degrees outside? Do you have a heater on your like?
I installed a next level 240 volt electrical heater in my space.
Okay.
It runs on 240. Yeah, and I hooked it up to a Nest thermostat. I still think that if I made a YouTube explaining how I hooked up a Nest thermostat to a garage shop heater, it would be easily the content that I was remembered for after I died. if I explain like it's so fucking useful, and there's no YouTube video that explains it. None. I've looked.
362. You just I just pushed 100.
Oh,
today.
I can't even believe how fast you've leveled up to 100. That's like nuts. It's like really, that's like insanely good. It probably took me like years to get there. Oh, and this reminds me. This is kind of an anniversary. December 23rd, 2021 is the first day I streamed any gaming. Yeah, winter solstice last year. Can you imagine? Okay, just think about all the gaming we've done together, brother.
Yeah.
That's a year. Time's broken, right?
Really? We've been doing this for a year?
1 year
You were
this
testing
week.
it all. Yeah.
I was testing it all, and we
Right, yeah.
phased in at some other point during the
Yeah.
year, but this is 1 year
Q1 or
for
probably beginning of
Yeah.
Q2, I feel like.
Is that right? Did we? It was.
Or was it
yes.
after my birthday? Was it summer?
It was, but anyway, the
Anyway,
year of streaming games. It's like just a year.
that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? This is when the liminal order bit the bullet and like turned into like a shit show. That's a 1 year anniversary of that. And then and everybody bailed because they were like, wait, what?
This guy likes dicks?
This is the front end for some kind of sex operation? What are we fucking talking about? I do not understand.
No, it's make money from any direction. OnlyFans works too. Or you can
Yeah,
ask
it was
a bunch
like
of
a-
people to
it was
give you
like a-
money.
It was like a public. It was like an OnlyFans experiment with dudes. It's not very cool. Do not understand. Like, but whatever. That was last Christmas. It's been 1 year. I mean, the amount of life that's happened in 12 months is just crazy. It's crazy the amount of life that's happened in 12 months.
It's true. Very true.
But here's to another year, man. Here's to another year.
Another
I think.
year. May it
I
be
think
better
we
than the
expand.
last.
Maybe better
think-
than the last.
Yeah, 2022 was a pretty good year. Pretty good year. 2021 was
Wait,
better
we're in
than
overtime. We're in OT.
2020.
Yeah, 2020 was a
2020
diaper.
was a fever dream.
A fever dream, dude. A fever dream. 100%. Okay, we gotta
And it's
clear them
just
out. We're in
been-
OT.
2020.
No, they got it. They got it. No. There's a Yoda fuck over here. I think he was part of this problem. Yeah, with these Twitter files coming out, shit's gonna get incredibly real in 2023. It's gonna be like, hey, are all social media companies working for the intelligence services?
Yeah.
And the answer will be yes, and then we gotta figure out what to do about that.
Yeah, how do you do governance? Well, that's the thing. Every business... Oh, man. No company knows how to do decision-making governance. All companies centralize decision-making, compartmentalized to create centralization where decision-making can happen. It's hard to get a bunch of people in the conversation to make any goddamn decision.
It's very hard.
And... So... I don't know. Fucking... That's what's interesting about Twitter with Elon Musk. You know, maybe it could we could experiment with on-chain voting on Twitter. You know, and do stuff like
Yes.
that. That's
Yes.
why ever since he bought it, I started paying the subscription. I was just like, let's go, let's see what happens. I would put my
Dude,
money
I've
where
been
my mouth
wanting
is
to
on
do
this
it.
platform, and then also start building the ownership of my part in that space by putting my money towards it, which is
Yes,
I don't know.
I'm with you.
There's
I had the exact same thought. I had the exact same feeling. I was kind of on my list to do over this break, was to figure out how the Blue works and if it's backup and if I can do it on desktop, because I'm not iOS. And so it was iOS for just a beat.
Well, it's more expensive on iOS because of the App Store.
I love that. I know, I love that they're pushing we were talking about this. You're pushing the VIG back out on someone else.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what every business does, but that's that push. If there's a regulatory burden, push it to the customer.
Oh, it's just the cost of doing business. Every time I fly, dude, I got charged $5 last time I flew into Boston for police training. I'm like, cool. There's $5 of my ticket was police training. I'm like,
training.
Yeah, it was an airport tax that went into police training. That's what it said on my ticket. I'm like, cool.
Wild.
But still, a little captured there on the police training. I'm like, you're just getting this off of people's tickets? Like, why doesn't your local community not want you to be good cops? What's up?
That's crazy. Well,
know.
I think $5 to police training is probably a good place.
There's a big ass fund. If it's $5 for everybody on my plane, that pays for some police training. That was like 5 times, 200. That's a good afternoon training.
For the day.
That's just one exactamo, dude. That's what I'm saying. There's volume coming out of there. But that's some second generation warfare. Like they've captured that airport and they just like push taxes on there. So because they can roll them up because no one's looking.
No one's looking. It's like, it's expensive anyway. We're just looking for the best, cheapest price. That's why airlines like Spirit and Frontier and these other airlines exist that just have essentially no customer service.
Essentially no customer service. That's exactly right.
They're just selling the cheapest tickets and charging a
That's
bunch
right.
of
We're
instead of their
victorious.
ticket price and whatever I don't know how you can advertise and then have extra fees, like in as far as like the aggregator, like you go to Kayak or something like that, and you go to Google Flights and you're
Did the stream?
watching, huh?
Did the stream it? Oh, my bad if I'm cutting you off.
You're good. You're good. We were just getting
I think the stream
jazz
ended.
cabbage.
Jazz
Stream ended.
cabbage.
No.
No?
The stream ended. Oh, the stream did it? Or weird.
No.
Let me see. I'm gonna check us out on YouTube to make sure it's live.
What the hell? Oh, there it is.
To the jazzness. Let's kick it. Let's kick it into. We're still live.
We're gonna end you. Don't lie.
No. I'm back.
We're still
I'm
live.
back. I'm back. Don't end me.
There's something wrong with my
You're not.
Yeah. There's something wrong with you.
Do you
not
want?
me.
Do you want to? Oh yeah.
I
This.
just
I think
got off the
Restream
phone with
causes
my
all
boss.
kinds of weird problems.
My boss called. He wanted to evaluate me real quick. He said
Nice.
that I had
For
been
the
doing
end of
a
the year.
fantastic job, and
Yo!
to keep it up. Yeah.
Yo!
Kessel? Good
What a
job,
good. What a
dude.
good. What a good boss. That's what you
Yeah.
want to hear from your boss, man. That's awesome. Look
Yeah.
at that. Let's get some cabbage out of this
so
jazz.
am I getting more money? And he said, well, there's some incentives in the work for the new year, but I don't.
so,
So I said, no, I'm not getting any money.
good for you for asking.
Yeah.
It was worth a
Jazz
shot,
cabbage?
you know?
Jazz
Yeah.
cabbage. We'll be right back.
Yep. Going up, you know.
All right, out of the
Help when
hyperspace.
someone randomly needs it, having enough bandwidth to do so.
That's an awesome
You
conversation.
should
What are you
guard that, man. Guard that. The network. I'm really sure.
Oh, we're definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Kalen was talking about all the fish he has in his frying pan.
I don't
yeah.
have
He's a
fish in my frying
diversified
pan. I'm trying to put
motherfucker.
fish in my pan.
It's a
he's
fish
got-
fry.
Yeah, fish fry. We're eating good.
That's right.
That's good. That's good to hear. You know, your boss just pops in on you. He's like, "Hey, I saw you were knocking stuff out. You're doing a good job. I just want to let you know that. Let's go ahead and knock out your monthly evaluation." I was like, "All right."
Oh, you guys have monthly evals?
That's
Yeah.
fucking great.
That's great. Holy
Or
shit.
101 is what it is.
I work at a startup, and I added it up. And my last evaluation, where anybody even said like "attaboy," was 18 months ago.
Wow.
That's the job. Yeah. 18
Oh,
months.
you need to step it up then.
Yo, I'm
Department
assuming
of
there aren't a lot of
Awesomeness.
attaboys coming any. I'm assuming there's no
No,
attaboys going out
no, see,
anywhere.
what the problem is, Paul, you gave him too much greatness and you backed off a little bit. They're like, no.
Yeah,
It's
it's
entirely
true.
This
possible.
isn't what I
Yeah.
expected. They're entitled to it now.
Yeah, you got to set their
Yo,
expectations.
you saying I should
right.
call in sick a few more times?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, you set the bar
I am.
too early. Like I did that with
Ha ha!
a
That
paper in
guy
college.
pinged his grenade off of. Oh.
I wrote one of my first essays really good and got like an A on it. And then the next one I kind of slacked and the notes on my paper were, you could do better. I was
You
like,
can do
wow,
better.
fuck.
Sean, take it easy. Sean Wilmot, take it easy, buddy. Nice to have you in on today. See you around.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
Notes on my
hilarious.
paper. Yeah,
Yo,
he's like,
I'm terrible at managing my bosses like that. I just give them 1,000% every day, and hopefully I don't get fired. That's my fucking mo.
No, see, you don't want to manage the boss. You want to manage the boss's boss. That's how you do it. Yeah,
I'm too high up in the org. There's no one
I'm
above
just
him.
playing. You don't want to do that. You don't want, if you start getting noticed by your boss's boss, your boss is gonna do everything he can to cut you off. He's gonna do
Yeah,
everything.
that's what I've noticed. I started
That's some
going
shitty-
over.
that's some shitty
I
bossery
started
right there.
going levels over people's heads, and
He's like, I've been here 19 years. You've been here 2, and he's called you 4 times. You know how many times he's called me in 19 years? 1.
Dude, that's some
how I
jealousy.
got
That's just
laid
human
off.
jealousy. But you
I was
started
the
looking
most
too good.
productive. And well,
Yeah.
no, I was just being too annoying, I guess.
Being too awesome?
I wasn't having a good time. I was kind of mad at
Yeah.
them not paying attention to me.
Yeah. No, acknowledgement is huge at work. It's huge.
No.
It makes a
Peter's
big
like,
difference.
Notice me.
I was like, I know
That's
you
a
need
human. That's a
someone-
normal human
I
instinct.
know you need
No, I
someone
know
to pour this concrete, but you.
Peter had a father figure at work, and he was longing for his attention. He's like, "Come on,
No, Peter had like a real dad, like at home.
look at my
That's
macaroni heart."
what's crazy
fucked
about
up
Peter.
About me.
That's what's weird about Peter. He actually had a dad at home.
Yeah,
and that's
I
what
know.
makes it weird.
Yeah. They don't know how to deal with that. They want drones, straight up. I was talking to the IBEU.
We're gonna employ some fatherless children out here.
I was talking to, who was it the other week? The labor union for like electricians and linemen, and
Yeah.
the guy was like telling me how much they hired for it was like $12 or something you start in for their apprenticeship program. I was like, I've got experience. That seems like you don't want me. And he's like, he like thought for a second and he's like nods his head. He's like, yeah, when I'm talking to our contractors, they just want a heartbeat that can listen. So it's like nobody wants a brain anymore because all this decision making has been centralized. They just need slaves to do the work.
Yeah, that's where a union would be nice. That's where a union's nice. Is because when people start thinking like that, you're gonna need collective bargaining to sort that shit out.
That I wouldn't want that motherfucker negotiating dick for me.
Exactly. You don't. You.
I was not impressed
I do.
by that
I do
guy.
like. I do like the model of a union with apprenticeship and mentorship because
yes, that's so cool.
That's the awesome part of that. That's like the dope ass part of that. Like, because that works for everybody involved. It's like it's a good
Well, what is a
ancient
union?
model.
A union isn't like unions in business have been labeled and demonized and whatnot, but no, it's just communities standing up for each other and using their collective voice.
Yeah.
Boo hoo! That business doesn't like that. Like fuck you. That is what the realization I've come to in the last month after talking to some of these unions. It's like, wait, these are just like communities of workers still. Like, it's not.
Yeah, it's collect. Yeah, the
collective
power
voice
power
that
dynamic in a business The power dynamic in a business follows the money, and the money flows to the top of the pyramid. And so collective bargaining is necessary. If you get to too large a pyramid, it's necessary to pull it back down. Now, it is just trust between someone who's working and someone who's being paid to work, or working for, someone who's hiring someone. This is why I love the pirate ship model of, you would go out and get some booty. The booty. Oh, they got us. All good. All good. They were rolling us back like continuously on that one. But the pirate ship model is nice because your captain was voted and only worked at the pleasure of the crew. Everybody had a share, and the highest share on the boat was like 2 shares higher. So it was like the captain only might earn 2 shares rather than 500 shares. What an entry level employee works now at like a big ass company, right? And so collective bargaining, it's like, well, it's a lame form of it compared to the pirate ship. But on the pirate ship, when you got some cash, you split it up between everybody on the thing.
Yeah,
like
divide the booty
immediately. Exactly. You got a share of the booty. And I like a share of the booty. I like that because I think it keeps management from getting too far out of their skis, and they should be focused on solving the problems of their workers, because if you've got workers with awesome resources. Exactly. That's Scrum, and that's the Toyota production method. That management's job is to remove the impediments from the workforce so they can make these cars better. What else are we doing around here?
Yeah. What else are you gonna do?
What else are you gonna do?
The whole point of your job is to create more efficiency. So once you create it for yourself, you're either gonna become more efficient at lining your own pockets or dicking around, or you're gonna actually help people.
I'm telling you, if I worked off a salary and then commission bonus, effectiveness, prorated fucking plan, I would increase the bottom dollar no matter what. I would increase the bottom dollar.
Totally,
like that business,
totally.
Fuck,
you're gonna
man,
produce value, whatever you do.
Pie,
yeah.
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 You can kiss whatever problems you're having goodbye. I'll figure it out, motherfucker. I'll figure it out.
That's why I think
exactly. That's intrinsic motivation. Exactly. The ownership right there.
Or revenue share or something like that is such
incentives.
Good incentive for. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Incentives. That's what you want, man.
Yeah. Success.
Yeah. It's got to be there.
It's
got to be there. No. See, for me, a steady check, I have to have that. So, if I have the steadiness and then I'm getting an incentive, dude, if you're looking for productivity, that's all you had to say. That's all you had to say.
Totally. I'm with you on that. And that's where you can actually access that flow state full circle. Yeah. Like that flow state comes from solving real problems, and that the chemistry that your brain deals out when you really solve a problem for your tribe. There's nothing like it. It's the absolute best. Like, good luck finding that anywhere else. Like, nature has got billions of years on you on this. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's doing something useful for people you care about is the best.
Like, you're helping, you're sharing in this experience.
That's right.
Where.
Well, that's how you know you've got a good heart right there. When your desire, your motivation, your drive comes from helping someone else. Oh yeah, you got a good heart.
Yeah.
Yo, this. But bookmark on that one. I want to come back to it. Go ahead.
If you look at it the way I look at it, a lot of people may on the outside say you're selfish because you're like, hey, why would you train that guy and show him how to do that? And like, well, because I want him.
Why would you share? Why would you share? Yeah.
Well, why would I share? I'll tell you why.
You share when you care about someone.
I want him to succeed and say, I did that. I did that. I showed him that.
You can get kudos like that too. Yeah, those are good kudos. That's good network kudos. Interesting.
You see that product? It came through my ministry.
There you go.
My
but Jesus had this one too. You do not reap in the same field you sow in, right? And so it's like you've.
Whoa! What?
Not Richard Monk's got a check in here.
That's like a Bible verse. Do not. I haven't heard that principle. not
Hey,
reaping
here's
in
what
the
you
same
need.
field you sow in?
I think it's a, I think
You
it's I
guys
think it's a
need to-
parable, maybe from the Old Testament. No, it's
I don't-
you don't yeah, no, it's a Jesus parable. You don't reap in the same field that you sow in, and the
Sure
meaning
that-
is that. Wait, are you sure? Oh, go ahead,
That's
go ahead.
Bible?
Yeah. That's Bible. That's Jesus AF.
I like it. That makes sense.
No.
Because that keeps
Yeah,
the
I'm just trying to figure out if it's
jurisdiction
Old
and
Testament.
the prophets. That's good
Peter's
separation
just
of power.
My mind's
No.
blown right now.
Dude,
Seven, seven,
Peter was
seven,
home-
7, 7.
Peter was homeschooled and like a real family. Like that's
Yeah,
what's crazy.
Yeah,
5
yeah.
years.
Peter wasn't Genesis to Revelation. He was like, oh shit, what is
Oh,
that?
I was homeschooled,
You know.
but then I went to watch the Hills Academy and took 3 years of these crazy fucking Bible classes.
Nice.
I
Crazy.
memorized a ton of stuff. Like crazy
I did
Bible
too. I
class.
used to be so good I could do it backwards. I could go Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges. I used to be a wizard at it. And then I was like, all right,
Dude,
all right.
I'm
going.
pretty
Rusty.
sure. I'm gonna look it up, Peter, but I get my Old Testament, New Testament confused all the time, so I might be kicking down like a parable, but it isn't one of them. And I thought it was Jesus' story, but the concept is that, you know, when you're doing God's work, your job is to just love. And you're not supposed to work out all the taxes and like to the nth decimal point. You're just supposed to plant over here, which is loving people, and then God's gonna the basic field of love,
That's
because
pretty
it's
good.
a whole, is gonna respond back to you with goodness. It's karma too. It's like a Western version of karma, because it's exactly the Eastern version of karma is exactly the same thing. It's you're gonna do cool shit to people, cool shit's coming your way, baby. You do terrible shit, rip people off, you're gonna get ripped off. Terrible shit's coming your way. Let's cap on this egg, kids. All right, dude. But anyway, yeah. They're I forget our original thing there, but like oh, dude, Kalen, what you're saying there about heart and being good, that is where the heart math comes in the order of the towel. The heart math is the hardest part to describe, but it's usually the part we start with because it's kind of the foundation, and it's kind of quasi-mystical because it's inner states of consciousness, and it's harder to describe. But if you get heart math is exactly what you're saying there. That when your work is aligned with love, and when you are pouring love into this world, you are also simultaneously kicking ass and like taking names on the work front. Like they are not exclusive. Like to bring your whole heart to your job means that you're just going to be the most productive motherfucker that ever walked the earth. That's all. So you try to bring love to your job and as much as possible. And yeah. So anyway, that's the heart. I just wanted to drop a flag on that with the heart math, because it's people sometimes are like, hey man, why are you guys studying this quasi-science about the heart? And it's like, yo, what we're doing is engaging the strongest energetic system of the body, and we're focusing that on our activity, and that means it's gonna basically be some good karma.
That's one of
You can
my
supercharge
traits
people
or
around
skills
you
that
with that.
I'm pretty
Dude.
good at is those people skills. Those one of the things that I can do. Now, when it comes to actual math, when you said heart math, I was thinking about it. It's one of my least favorite subjects right there.
Exactly, me too. I'm dyslexic as fuck. I'm with you on that, 100%.
It's like everything else. That shit's no problem. I'll figure. I'm a logic guy, you know.
Yeah.
Math,
Yeah.
I get it. There's a lot of logic in math. 2 + 2 is 4. All right.
No, but it's an abstract.
You know,
It's an
like-
abstract trip. Math is a trip.
No, man. I don't. I'm just not a math guy. My ADHD won't allow me to just.
You
Yeah,
didn't
dig
learn enough
into it.
mental math.
This is why we have teams.
tricks
This is why people are
when
on
you're
teams.
younger.
Yeah, that's why we have functions. And
Yep.
That's exactly right.
Rolls.
Because someone's going to be the accountant, and we're going to have that guy's back.
Right.
Yeah, that's
You
his
don't
job.
fuck with
Do
our
not
accountant,
wanna
we're going to
be the
get you.
accountant, that's for sure.
No,
Exactly.
that's my weakness. If you identify my weakness, that's it. But the strength.
Oh, the
give
world
me-
is so
give me
complicated.
a problem.
Yeah.
Did you read my behavior assessment? If you give me a problem, I promise you I'll be outside that box.
I think with the internet and your ability to sort of take your labor anywhere in the world
Yeah.
that there's an electrical connection, I think it matters less and less and less. You know, when people have like
Man, I got a
niches that they're
calculator.
not
I
as
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yo. I mean, I can. Same here. I can get by. But in college, the accounting was the only class I cried my way through. I just look at it. It was like fucking Greek, and everyone else was like, "It's perfect." And my little dyslexic brain's like, "It's not fucking real." Like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I can even
That's
be.
calculus for me.
But calculus is the basis of machine learning. Machine learning is so badass. It's like we all have to learn calculus, right?
I want to learn calculus.
I hear
want
you.
We should find someone to teach us calculus the cool way, Paul.
We can easily learn calculus. I know exactly how we can learn calculus. It's called. I will. Okay. First off, I need to find the file, and I'm using up all my memory right now. Give me a sec. Okay. Have you ever heard? Okay, I got the file. You ever heard of Khan Academy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna Khan Academy our way to fucking calculus. How about that? Like, you get to start anywhere you want. Like, even if you dropped out in the second grade of math, you just, Khan Academy has an algorithm that detects that. It puts you in the second grade, and you keep rock chalking and jayhawking until you finish the calculus level. But the way it teaches you, it's kind of AI-based individualized learning. It's not on the fly AI. It's not individualized, but they use AI and like individualized learning concepts, and they train some of their their sort of programming on data sets of people. So it's not. One day it will be like GPT teaches you math, but today, which GPT is like a protocol on AI. It's like a. It's like an.
Dude,
like makes.
Elon Musk said that's more
Yes.
scary than having nuclear weapons. Is the AI
He would know.
facial stuff they can do now. Like, you'd be talking to somebody and it's not even them.
That people aren't
Yeah.
listening to him. That people aren't listening to him, and he started OpenAI. That they aren't like worried the way he's worried is insane. It's insane. It's just hubris. It's like if Elon Musk is like, this is really dangerous. People should go, yeah. Not, I disagree with you. based on whatever concept I got for you.
Like, I
I
saw a
don't
video
like you
on
because you're
Facebook.
successful and you've figured out how to weaponize your voice.
I saw a video on Facebook where they were simulating it. It was this guy that was him, bald headed and everything, and then they had another screen side by side of every word that he said. That same simulation, it was Morgan Freeman and his voice and everything. And then in the comments, the people were like, "Yeah, this is what Elon Musk was talking about." You know, he's like, "This is dangerous."
Not just Elon Musk. No, I mean, deep fakes are here to stay. Yeah, but yeah, 100%. Dude, Morgan Freeman. You brought up Morgan Freeman earlier. Is there a cooler black actor than Morgan Freeman?
Man, I'm telling you, I could sit if I had his voice. I'd sit in the corner. And
I know.
talk.
He's like everybody's grandfather. He's the best. He's just so he's just such a cool guy. And plus, I hear he smokes a lot of weed. I hear that on the street. He's got that glaucoma.
You got that glaucoma.
He's got glaucoma. That's exactly right. And so if he was smoking weed all day long, he'd have a great medical reason for it. Not that he needs one. He's fucking Morgan Freeman. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he was God a couple times, wasn't he?
Several. Say it was a joke. It was a joke.
It
was a meme.
nature movie as God.
No, Morgan Freeman. He's just like best Morgan Freeman roles, dude. I have to think about that. He got me. Okay, there's a new documentary. I think it's on Netflix, and it's called "Is That Black Enough for You?" And it was Morgan Freeman's in it, and he was laughing his ass off talking about the history of black actors and this kind of stuff, the blaxploitation in the '70s, and just the whole thing. And I just got the shit kicked out of me by an Ewok. That was crazy. Anyway, I wanna grab that one too. That one's we're gonna grab too. Yeah. He's in the running for like best actor of all time. There's just a couple of guys that are in that. But hey, let's not leave Denzel out of here. Would Denzel make your list, Kalen?
I love Denzel.
He's the fucking best. I'm watching Training Day again when I'm doing my I got
Training Day. You can't do this to me. You can't.
He is so good at evil. Fuck you. He's the best.
Yeah,
he's the fucking best, dude. He makes that evil character just sing in that movie. You could not just talk. I mean, I don't know. It's scary how awesome he is. But quite frankly, one of my favorite characters in all of cinema, him in Man on Fire. You seen Man on Fire? Where he?
No, I haven't seen. I haven't seen. That.
You're gonna love this
put that
movie.
in the,
Fuck yeah, I am.
Jellyfin?
Probably before the sun goes down, but yes.
Hey, so how does that work? How does that work? You said it's a library.
Yeah, so it's a library. So I run a 501c3. I basically have a ministry, and that's the same legal designation as a library. So I don't need to be a library to do this. Anyone could do this, but if it ever came up, I'm also a library. But
Oh yeah.
But there's this thing called fair use, and here's how fair use works. If you buy something, a copy of something, you can lend it out to other people. A library just does that. They buy a movie or they buy a book and then they lend it out to other people. And there's digital forms of it now, but you don't even need a real you don't even need a digital form. But in any event, yeah, I fair use backup a movie that I own, and I put it on our library Jellyfin server, and then people can essentially check it out and can watch it, and it's all legal. It's all above board. No one's breaking any laws around here.
No laws broken.
No laws broken. It's fair use.
It's all digital copies.
Yeah, and plus a lot of the movies I like to push are not exactly like blockbusters. It's not like some movie that's been forgotten
exactly
from the 80s.
Yeah,
So yes,
I thought that was really cool that you guys are able to do that.
Yeah, man, it's the best. And you can if you ever run into a problem, like you can't play it back properly or something, you can download the file and you can play it back any way you want, and it's illegal to widely distribute that file, but it's not illegal to have it, it's not illegal to watch it, it's not illegal to pass it on.
Yeah, it's legal to distribute it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Broadcast. This is narrowcast. It's not the same thing.
Oh yeah, you can get it.
Legally, it's not the same thing, and all those companies know it, but they try to. Yo, this would be the.
Scare
They're trying to scare you. Fear, control through fear, right?
Right.
That's dope.
Most effective. It
People
gets
are sheeple
people to do
dudes.
the work for you.
Yeah.
Oh, punch that Wookiee in the fit.
Okay, check this out. Richard Monk. So, hold on a second. Not losing this level. Shoot this Chewbacca in the dick. Oh, dude. We got 22 seconds to land this plane. This is fun.
Run in.
Okay. Richard Monk was laying down the incentive structure at his work, which is awesome. I think you can be pretty enlightened about it. Like, you can harness the best part of human behavior, and you can still get your way, and you can still, make a profit, and you can still,
got a lot of OT.
And OT. Dude, oh, we're back in. Oh, we're back in. We're back in.
So fucked. Run.
Walk to work day. Woohoo! Extracurricular explosions. All good. That was a good fight. I don't even know how we kept up that conversation while we were playing that game. That's insane.
You want to switch games?
Let's totally switch games. Yeah. Do you think we could stream the Fortnite?
Yeah. Just.
You think we
do
could?
it. Yeah, we just
Let's fucking go.
switch to it.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm not powering anything off. We're just gonna kill the Battlefront. We're gonna activate the Fortnite, and we're just gonna switch.
Right.
And we can add other humans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jazz cabbage this shit. Here we go.
All right. See ya.
Okay, Fortnite Battle Royale, Chapter 4. Dude, these chapters, so that the last time you and I played, it was on a previous chapter.
Right.
So, like, that entire thing is gone now. Like, you can't go find that anywhere.
You know, the maps change.
Dude, my skip isn't working. Whatever. It's all good. Okay, so how to not get drawn into all the marketing. Alright, how do I do it? How do I do it?
Yeah,
they're
just
trying to
hold circle.
hold circle. Okay, circle to close.
These are just all the stuff you earned last year. So yeah, this is all the stuff you got. So if you want to look through that.
What is all this?
This is all
this is
stuff to go
this
on
is an
your
insane.
dude.
How did I get so much shit without playing much?
First season.
They give you like a bonus at the end of the season.
Well, and each time the chapter turns, you get you're earning stuff based off of how much you play and the different challenges you complete as you, and then they add all that up at the end of the season. You get prizes.
Okay. Alright, I invited you, and if I invite you, if I'm invited, I go like this, and I just somehow... Okay. Okay, and I go, and now I'm ready. Dude, I wrote all this down like an old man. I can't find my notes. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna fucking figure this out. I set up a bunch of custom... I figured out my map shit, and I set up a bunch of custom, like macros on the, and I was like, this is gonna be the best, and now I'm gonna just encrypt myself.
Whoa.
Oh, I did figure. I do have this marshmallow emote though, which is very nice. I did figure that out.
I didn't.
Dude, I'm in old man mode, so like, tell me every fucking thing. Like, I am. You're on a fucking pony. That's great, dude.
Yeah, that's one of mine.
Oh, where's my camera?
Oh, you gotta have a bunch of presents you can open. But we figured that out. After this game, we'll return to the lobby and then explore around.
That's awesome. That sounds good.
Oh, but we got Richard Monk in the chat telling us about his work. The bonus plan at my work is based on company performance, quality, attendance, and individual participation. There are weighed percentages that add up. You get the total percentage of your gross pay. I don't get the last bit. What do you mean the total percentage of your gross pay? Like you would get the total percentage, or could you be penalized if your quality was low? Or what if the company performance just sucks this month? You know, does everybody's pay go down?
You know what I love about Scrum is the shared destiny piece. It really gets the shared destiny piece if you don't disable or work around it. Like everybody's in the same boat. It's just like a pirate ship. Mm-hmm. Like everybody's in the same boat, literally. That's where that phrase came from.
Yeah.
Yo, but Peter, I cannot tell you how many times in this world that I am out there and somebody brings something up and I'm just like, this would be Peter talking about governance, and then somebody goes governance and I'm like, there it is. There it is. There is a it is like a thing about humanity that we can sort of. Can you imagine how cool it would be if every level of your interaction was like governed by like a good algorithm that was like on your side?
Yeah, that would be nice. Hey, press the down on the D-pad to thank the bus driver.
Nice. I think I did.
You're pressing left. So you want to go to this little island?
Here. Tell me when you jump.
Alright, jump and go to blue. Go to the blue marker.
Blue marker. Going to blue marker.
Hit X. Hit skydive until that thing comes out.
Nice. Dude, I'm so glad you can see my shit so much easier. This is so much greater. Okay. Great. Old man on the scene. Let's go kill some fuckers. I mean, build something. I mean, what are we doing?
We're playing 0 build, so we don't have to worry about building.
I was exaggerating, but yes. I got you. I am actually a retard. I'm actually not good at this. Okay, I've got no things. Okay, but
I
that's
have
normal.
Whoa, this is something's weird. I think I just jacked up not playing on my own console. Alright, I'm coming your direction. Oh, because you're getting shot at. Okay, I'm coming.
I just tried to kill someone with my axe only.
Oh yeah, you didn't have a gun yet?
No, but we
Right.
were. This person doesn't want to kill me and take my shit. Maybe they understand I don't have any shit. What if I can just get away from this person? Is this a bot? It's gotta be a bot, right?
He's probably waiting for me to come save you. I just ran past
Yep.
somebody.
Okay, so how do I use
Fuck.
this thing?
This for some reason Fortnite in this controller. I'm
Thank you.
reviving you.
Is there? What is
Hold
this? What is this
still, don't
person over
move.
here? Scrap Knight Jewels. Is
Don't-
that a? Oh, it's an NPC.
Yeah, it's an NPC.
I just fucking tried to kill an NPC.
Oh.
That was
Yeah,
why
don't
she
do
killed
that.
me.
Well, at
Don't
least you
do
can
that.
knock you. Alright, there's people over. Here. Pick up this thing
I got it. All right.
and
Okay.
drink it. Alright, and then we
Nice.
got some people fighting on both sides of us.
The reality
Very
Alright.
exciting.
system is up and running.
Look out.
Log you on and see what happens.
Dude.
Why do I not have game sound? I have no game sound. Game sound went away. I seriously need some game sound.
I am trying to heal up
And why
after that
does-
reincarnate. Thank you so much for that reincarnate, by the way.
Nice. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. I got knocked.
I'm with you. I see you.
Why do I have no game sound?
People are shooting at me. I don't know what the fuck they are.
Alright, yeah. Just go back to lobby.
Okay.
So that we can do some exploration.
Return to lobby. Returning to lobby.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude.
Alright, yeah, I need game sound. This is a problem not having game sound.
Dude, your
Why
character.
my tap card just stopped working?
Time for
Oh,
reboot.
you like this?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Psychedelic pumpkin. You must have
Yeah.
been playing over
Yeah.
Halloween at some point.
Part of the storyline of the last season and the last chapter, yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
you might have this skin from playing in the last chapter. You might not have played enough though. All right, I'm
Okay.
pulling my cord on this. See whether I can reset this.
Okay. And I am going to. Okay, battle pass. Mr. Beast is in here now with us.
Oh yeah, you can buy Mr. Beats shit.
I'm good on objects. I'm good on items. What I really want to do is. You tell me when we're gonna go ready. What I really want to do is I want to look back over I customized my controller. Where is that?
I think I pushed my sensitivity up, and maybe I just
Yep.
get sloppy when I play the other game, because he shoots so much. But could not. I was like, felt like a spaz a second ago. Well, also when I play Fortnite on this, when I play, like, it doesn't seem to be as bad, but when I play Fortnite with this PS4,
Yeah.
my look will just walk to the left, like, just on its own. Like, the controller's bad, but I don't think that. But I don't think it does it in the other game, or maybe I don't notice it as much because it's a different. I don't know. Anyway, all right.
We haven't heard Kalen in a while. We probably lost the Discord server.
No, I think someone was talking to him. He's doing something else because
He's like at fucking work. He should definitely just be at work.
There's a fridge. I realize there's a fridge. What's in here? You can just look in the fridge? That's so stupid. Look, I'm opening a present. Oh, you can't see anything because OBS fucking fried on me.
Yeah, I think you're due for a reboot.
Yeah, I need a whole reboot. How do I don't know why my
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. Here we go.
All right. I need a better. Okay, here we go. Actually, dead zone. Please, God.
Wow.
How does this fucking
This
work?
is really bad.
All right, custom.
I might
Alright.
need to
Yep.
everything.
Everything. You got to everything.
I need to restart this PS4.
Let's go. Let's go. I've got that. You've got the link. The link will be strong. I'll be here.
All right. See you in a sec.
No problem. We're just gonna chill out while Peter reboots his situation. And what I am working on here is a very, very, very simple idea. The concept of the customizations that I've added into this thing. And I think I just fucked it up because I have... Okay, so how do I do this? Alright. I want to go back to that. Let's just make sure this is all working. Being in my mid-40s, this is a different kind of situation. The whole Fortnite flow, very different, very different. And so, I got this I'm gonna get all customized here. I'm gonna figure this out. All right, and I'm gonna like old man this stuff and pull up an actual image of this thing. Okay, very, very cool. All right, so I'm sure this is pretty silly for everybody who plays a ton of Fortnite. I've played about, I've probably played like 30 hours, 20 hours. I do not feel like I know what's going on. But it's easy to put the time on controller in here. It's very, very easy. All right, so this is the side menu, which is awesome. This share thing doesn't mean anything because that's all PlayStation. I'll be here. Okay, now, I gotta figure out my 0 build duos is where I'm at, which is great. I'm in North America East. That's my server. I like that. How do I invite someone? I could invite him when he jumps back in. And I think I go like this. And then I say, there we go. This is where he will show back up. Love it. Party 4 weeks ago, make friends. Yes. Nice. Mic on, make friends. Okay, cool. So he has these. Those are his characteristics that he is putting out there in the world that he loves to focus on, which is great. And all right, I'm going to invite this person. All right, and we're going to say, cool. Hey, there's another. I heard you come back in on the. Okay, that's just Peter dropping on the restream. We will get this. We will get this going. All right, now I see these online, and this is offline, and this is online. Offline, online. Big Sky. Okay, that's me, and here's my party. Friend invites. I have so many friend invites. I have like 20 friend invites. How do I get all these friend invites? Sure. Friends. Accept all friend invites. Yes. Shunk. Okay, great. So that's a ton of friends I just got friended up with. And now let's, okay, Peter's gonna be online here. Hey, look at all this. Offline, where's my online friends? Away. Oh boy, I just made this way more complicated. options. Remove friend, block, mute. Okay, we're good. I think I can figure this out. Alright, friend invites, recent players. Okay. Over here, I'm inviting, play with friends, rally, PlayStation Network friends. There it is. Boom. Invite to party. Invite to party. Dude, that was some next level. I figured that out. Never did that. Figured that out. Yay, the tribe will be successful. Not everyone will starve. This is how we go. Party joinability. Good. Alright, and I'm on 0 build duos, which is great. That's what we're looking for. Boom, boom. I bet he's rebooting everything. I bet he's rebooting every little part of it. I wonder how much of this has to do with the all the trouble that Fortnite got into. They just recently got sued over the way that they were handling information on their platform. Kid information, very important. Okay, I don't need to do any of this stuff. There is. Just wait for Peter to reboot here. I bet he is having all sorts of trouble. There's a lodge. There's a winter presents lodge. Oh, presents. Unwrap a daily present for 14 days. Cool. So I'm going to unwrap a present. I'm going to pick this one. Uh-oh. This present is being opened. Dude, it's very holidays in here. A winter wheelie rig. I love it. Cool. That's nice. I guess I have to wait till tomorrow to open more presents. Open 13 presents. It wants me to open 13 presents right now. That's a lot of presents. That is a lot of fucking presents. Aww, that's awesome. Little Prancer. I got 12 more presents I'm gonna open. You don't have to wait. You can just open present after present after present. It seems like a lot of extra. This seems like a lot of presents. Seems like a lot of presents. Dude, it's a gun. Nothing says happy holidays than firearms. That's what I'm all about. Some automated weapons to take down my enemies. Thank you, God. Thank you, Santa. Dude, there's just all kinds of presents out here. I wonder if someone didn't really get a lot of presents, if this would be awesome. I didn't open a lot of presents myself this year, because I'm an adult. But, hey, I get it. I get it. It's kind of cool. It is just a sledgehammer. And quite frankly, I love how they're, oh, Yule log. What's up, Yule log? 1,000 experience points for looking at the Yule log. They just want you to do stuff. Oh, I get it. All your presents are now, like, outside. You're, like, see them in your environment. That's very cool. It's very classic. Classic Christmas. All right. It's a it's some music. Got some music for Christmas. I love it. Okay, this one. Let's open this one. You actually have to go find the presents. I have 8 presents remaining. Okay. Peter's back in the party. That's good. Love it. Ribbon trail. Aww. It's gonna take me hours to figure out how this all works. Alright, cool. Another gun. I love it. It's so cool. There's literally 13 presents I have to open physically. Oh my god, this is so many presents. Just giving away presents and shit. Those look like some spray tags I can put on things. That's great. Here's one. Maybe I don't have to do all these right now. Maybe I can come back later. Maybe I save some for later. Maybe that's how this works. It's a bauble. I love it. Okay, I'm going to leave the lodge. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to try to figure out my item situation. Okay, my locker. Alright. So, all of these items, this parasol, I'm going to use this cool Christmassy parasol. I love it. I'm going to get, and then I did have a streamer I think I can use over here. So yeah, there's some portal particles, some bear claws, or a ribbon trail. You know what? Season's greetings. We're doing it. All right. Got the Sir Wilcott back.
I'm in here. Can you
My
hear
brother.
me?
Can
Can you hear me? Test, test, test.
I can totally hear you. You sound great. Yes.
Good.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you.
I don't think
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I still do not have game sound. Like, for this thing straight up, it finally got the video back. It's just having one of its classic
Yep.
complete brain farts.
Complete brain farts.
Yeah. So I've been trying to plug it into different USB ports, but
Nice. This sounds like
luck
incredibly. Sounds like a good idea. I'm trying to think here. You know what it was last time? Fucking OBS. Like OBS reboots tended to unclog the tube on the other one.
Or just something with the sound. It was OBS, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like
yo, that's exactly right. You went into OBS, and then you went to properties on the capture card, and you turned it to something else, and then you turn it back to
just swap the inputs.
Yeah.
Alright, so I just killed OBS for a second. Clean slate that motherfucker.
Dude, I while you were gone, I opened up a lot of fucking presents, and I couldn't believe how tedious it was to do so, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was incredibly fun to open up all those presents, and now I'm trying to figure out how to make them all work. I did figure out the hobby horse little prancer too. That was fucking cool. That's really cool.
Alright, so let's get this. Properties. Hi! Oh, wait.
Okay.
Save. Still no sound off of this.
You're gonna get it, dude. You're totally gonna get it.
Still no sound. Oh! Did you see that?
No, I did not see that.
Look,
there.
watch this. Watch
Yeah,
this.
yeah. No, I watched it. It snapped off. The green screen appears. It goes full screen.
I know, but I had selected the virtual camera as the input device, so got stuck in between the two. Like saying it had no input for the virtual camera and then having one, just for a second was just.
It's like I've lost my mind.
I have an input. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Just on the half of it. All right. I don't.
Okay.
Like when I use a different.
Yeah.
This is so silly. It's not even worth explaining.
Dude, we're totally gonna get it. We're totally gonna get it. Okay, so.
It's just like, oh hey, we'll try a different USB port. Black screen, still no audio.
Right. Okay, so maybe OBS, you gotta like kill OBS and bring it back.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, okay,
delete this whole scene. Although I don't know what, I don't know why the sound does this. Yeah, I'm just deleting this whole scene.
Cool. Rebuild it. Rebuild it's good. That will definitely
Needs to be at least one scene. New try.
Nice.
Delete this one. Remove. Yes. Add. Video capture device. Elgato. Select. Game cap 3. See, I still don't have. I still am not getting audio from it.
Is it?
Into
Can
my
you see
computer, no matter what.
In that loop software you use, the audio routing software that you use, is there a? Can you see it showing up on there? Like, does it? Whatchamacallit? Can you like see the levels bouncing up and down with your game sound?
Yeah, no. That's what.
No. Okay.
That's what.
It's just not coming through.
Yeah. And OBS just clapped out on me. Nice.
Again. You're on your Mac, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Should we try to remote in? We'd have to reboot again.
No, I don't want to do that.
No, let's not do that. Let me think here. So what? Yeah. Okay. So there's the physical cables that can come off. That's one level. Then there's the USB ports and how does it go in through a hub or directly? That's kind of another level. And then once it's in the computer, is it in that the audio looping software interacts sometimes intensely with OBS, and so wiggling each of those is probably something that sometimes happens. But really, all you have to do is get your game set, and then of course, if there's anything up in the browser, you have this Restream software in the browser that's next level, resource hog.
Yeah, I don't have anything in the browser. Minus.
Nice.
Minus, I think like 300 frames, no more. 500.
No, it's good. It's good. And then it's just a matter of just like kind of starting at the bottom of that tree and then just kind of working your way up and seeing if anything makes it better. And then just wiggling all connections, I think. Wiggling all connections.
Oh, I'm adding 500.
We've been in here for 3 hours and 30 minutes and 33 seconds. That's a large number of seconds.
Yeah. 425. God, it's such a guessing game.
It is such a guessing game.
35. Gotta cut off. 40.
I'm gonna open all my other presents.
50. $150. Good enough.
Save for last. It wants me to save that one for last. That's cool. Makes sense. It's from Agent Jones, which is kind of cool. When these are from people, are these people I've run into in this game, or is this?
They'll be some like that character that murked you.
Yeah.
That is usually one of the characters in the storyline.
Nice. Makes sense. Because if you can send presents to people, I didn't send presents to anyone in this game. Like, did not do it. Which is all good.
Yeah.
There's some bells here.
Oh man, I really cannot play Fortnite without
No, of course not.
Impossible.
Do you want what if you hold on a sec, I got something crazy going on here. Okay, let's think about this. We could still play Fortnite. We just have to get you on Fortnite and get that going, and with the game.
Oh, I know. Well,
and then we just like zoom this shit.
Yeah, we could do that.
And we don't even have to
Grab
broadcast.
a
We can just like
snack.
just like
Get something to eat too.
exactly. We've been rocking on the stream for 3.5 hours. We could definitely drop the stream element, which is not making things any easier.
Definitely. Let's see. Let's delete.
There's a weird deer that wants to be on my backpack. That's cool. I guess that's cool. Alright, how many presents I got? I got 2 more. I got 1 present I gotta leave till the end.
So
This is
annoying.
It is annoying. It's so annoying too because it doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. It's like, hey, you were playing one game, worked fine, didn't close anything. Close the software on that game. Oh, but it fucked up your audio output. How? What?
Yeah, exactly. No logic.
What? Like
Pure gremlins.
2 computers connected normally, acting normally. Simple
Exactly.
software switch.
You need some turtle justice.
I need some turtle justice.
A simple civilian, hungry for turtle justice.
Turtle justice would be that it would work. That would be turtle justice. That would be the definition. I'm opening my final present. It's taken me a long time hanging out with these llamas made out of neon lights to get to this point. Fantastic. Oh, it's an outfit. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this thing.
It's not a big deal, dude. Let's get you back into Fortnite, period, and then we can just Fortnite. We don't have to stream. It's all good.
All right. Let's axe this.
Good night, everybody.
Beautiful
Thank you for
Yes.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a fantastic New Year. Do awesome, possum stuff with these last few days of the year, and we're thinking good thoughts about you. And thank you everyone for being on here. Dude, today was like monumental. We had people in the chat. We had people playing with us. We had people on
really
Discord
cool.
servers. We had like layers within layers within layers. But let's dump this, and I'm just gonna hit you back up on Zoom skis, and we'll just, you know what? We should just go into the Dude Core Zoom room and see if everybody wants to jump in there. Be easy peasy.
Hell yeah. Let's
Let's fucking go. I'll see you over there.
See you. Bye.